Good evening, and thank you for watching on YourLiveEvent.com. We welcome you to LaMoure, North Dakota for this Region 1 North Dakota 9-man football matchup. It's the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, 5-0 record on the year, number 3 in the latest polls, in fact receiving one first-place vote for that North Dakota Sports Writers poll here last week. 5-0 coming off a big 72-12 win last week at Hankinson. They welcome in the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. The Spartans got back on the winning streak last week after dropping a couple. They're now sit at 3-2, looking to come in here and knock off LaMoure-Litchville Marion. And before we get to the Spartans and the Lobos with your IRE Insurance pregame show, let's get you your school update here for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page schools. First announcements here for Hope-Page. Picture days on Monday. Remember, bring your forms in, dress nice, get the hair done up, maybe a little bit of gel in the hair, whatever it is, make it look nice for picture day on Monday. Also, if you are looking to order Letterman jackets, you can call the office to order that. They're $250. Order by contacting the school office. That's for both Hope-Page and Finley-Sharon. Also, at the Hope-Page school, the library book wish list, it's posted in the library. You can go check it out there with the library book wish list posted in the library at Hope-Page Schools. For the Finley-Sharon schools, again, reminder on the Letterman jackets, contact the school office, $250 for that. Also, elementary girls basketball starts on Monday, so bring the physicals. If you don't have one on file, make sure to get that physical form in to the office there so you can begin with the elementary girls basketball starting on Monday. That's your announcements here for the Finley-Sharon and Hope-Page schools. We get started with our IRE Insurance pregame show next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
This is your IRE Insurance pregame show. IRE Insurance for all your insurance needs. Visit them online at IREINS.com. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans and the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. That's our matchup here tonight. Two teams in Region 1 for North Dakota 9-man football. Again, the Spartans at 3-2 got back on the winning side of things last week with a big second half against Richland, winning 44-18. It was a 2-point game at half, and a lot of points there getting into the end zone in the second half for the Spartans. Looking to keep things going as they want to make their way back to the state playoffs. They take on LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, sitting at 5-0, number 3 in the latest polls. For more on the Lobos, let's go down to the field. Kevin Kochman standing by with our head for our pregame coach's comments.
All right, thanks a lot, Jake. Appreciate it. Andy, for the Lobos, a fantastic season to this point, unblemished record, and the guys are scoring a lot of points. What's been some of the keys to your success so far this season?
Well, I think our talent level is increased from last year, and a lot of experience from a lot of those younger players that were playing quite a bit last year. I think we're just coming around and playing well as one unit. I say, I heard you say you scored a lot of points, but we also kept a lot of points off the board. So I got to give credit to Coach Isaacson with our offense, and then also our defense and just the effort of the kids. I think they're a bunch of workhorses. They work hard. They play hard, they understand the game, and they've been doing well so far this year.
It takes a group, a very special group of kids to be able to come together, and you've got good numbers for a 9-man football team, so you've got some depth to work with. That's got to be helpful. Yeah,
especially in a year like this year, when nothing's for certain how many players you're going to have each week. Having the depth has been a big thing for us too. So when we can look behind us and we can see bodies that we feel good about putting on the field and still competing, it's going to help us win football games here.
Guys can do it through the air and can do it on the ground, which is a real nice thing to have too. You're not just a one-trick pony.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think this is the most balanced we've been all my career here in LaMoure, and I think that just goes to show the talent that we have at quarterback, but also our receivers too. I think they make plays, and I can't forget our linemen too. They've been doing a phenomenal job.
Well, to this stage, obviously sitting at 5-0, you're going against Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, a team that knows you gotta win football games with 3-2 record. What have you learned and been able to gather about the Spartans this week?
Well, they're a ground and pound type team. They got two good backs, a good quarterback, and very athletic. So we're gonna have to keep our responsibilities defensively, and I know they're gonna work hard to work the ground game. If we can force them to be one-dimensional, it's going to help us out immensely on defense. But they're hungry. I mean, they're right on the brink of what type of seed they want to be in the playoffs, if not make the playoffs. So we know they're coming here to play, and it's going to be a battle.
So for your guys, it's really about truly playing their game, being themselves. I would think that you'd want to come out and set the tone at home tonight.
Absolutely. That's what we preached all year is just be us. We don't play to the level of our competition. We play to the expectations that we have, and it's going to be a fun game tonight.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it, Coach. Thanks for the time. Good luck to you in the Lobos.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for coming.
That is Kevin Kochman on the field with us with our pregame coaches' comments. Coach Andy Delabar join us for LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobo football. We'll have more pregame coaches' comments when we come back. This is your Ira Insurance pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com.
New trades at Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada include this 32-foot Summers disc chisel, one owner machine priced at $32,000. Also a 44-foot Summers disc, excellent condition, priced at $29,000. The newly traded 04 Case IH 375 quad track. Call Chuck or Neil for pricing on this, and only one remaining 20 model Delta track. Norman County Implement 218-784-2961 or stop at the lot. Highway 9 North Ada, Norman County Implement. Thanks you for your business.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. 0% interest, 0 payments for 120 days on all precision planting equipment. Save your cash flow. Book your planter upgrades today with an additional 20% discount on shop labor and trucking. Pay this year or next. No payments, no interest for 120 days on approved credit. Call RDK Enterprises 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
And back on your Ira Insurance pregame show, we go back down to the field. More pregame coaches' comments. Head coach Larry Fontaine join us for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartan football.
All right, thanks a lot, Jake. Yeah, so Larry, tonight for the boys, road contest, and you've got a tough task. I know we talked about it last week. Lobos, a top 5 team in the state, put a lot of points up on the board, hold the other team down a lot. This is a great challenge, but we know one thing, the Spartans are up for a challenge.
Yeah, our kids will play hard. They'll give every ounce of effort tonight. We had a good week of practice. We'll go out there and play a really good team and give them the best shot we can.
All right. Well, as far as the travel over here today, pretty good for the guys. I mean, it's a bus ride, right?
Yeah, it was all right. There, it's North Dakota in harvest season, and we got behind some harvest vehicles, but it is what it is. The bread and butter of North Dakota is farming, so we get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we got a great facility, great field tonight, and also another beautiful night for football, so we shouldn't have any complaints that way.
No, the field's great. It's nice, nice and short, soft. We're looking forward to playing on it tonight. It's going to be a good time.
Health-wise, did we get healthier this week, or did we lose anybody else this week for the Spartans?
Well, Grant Irie's done for the year with a broken arm or a broken hand. We got Trevor Thompson back. He's going to see a limited action tonight, but we're going to put him in there. We're going to start out with a 5 and go to a 5-3 because they like to run out of the I, and they like to go to the A hole or the A gap, and we're gonna try to plug up the A gap, and then if we got to go to a 4, we'll put Mr. Mitchell back in there, and we're gonna put the Braun kid there, and he's a freshman. He's a tough little boy and a tough young man. We're gonna put him at nose guard and see what he can do.
Well, we did see last week in the second half the guys got real physical. I would think that that's something you want to come out right out of the gates with tonight and bring some physicality.
Yeah, the kids, it's going to be a good football game. I mean, they hit really hard. They're a very physical team. Our kids know they're a physical team. They know that we have to be as physical as they are if we want to be successful tonight.
What else do you need as far as keys for success, Coach?
Well, I think ball control. I mean, we got to cover 85. They like to run 34, the Wendell kid, a lot, and then hit them with 85. And so we got to cover 85. We got to look for 34 out of the backfield, and we just got to stop the big plays.
Larry, thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the boys here tonight. Looking forward to another nice football night in North Dakota, a little 9-man action, and some very good teams out here tonight. So have some fun. We'll talk to you at halftime.
Thanks very much, Bud. Have a good day.
Here you go. That is Larry Fontaine, head coach of the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans, joining us in the pregame show, gearing up for the number 3 ranked Lobos in North Dakota 9-man football.
And we'll continue with more of your IRE Insurance pregame show when we return to LaMoure after this on yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with IRE Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to ireinsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com.
We're ready for North Dakota 9-man Region 1 football here tonight from LaMoure, the home of the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, record of 5-0 on the year. Undefeated coming in, number 3 ranked team in the latest North Dakota poll. They did receive one first place vote. Cavaliers number 2 and Kidder County, the defending state champs, there at number 1 in that poll. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page at 3-2 after losing 2 straight, got back into the winning column last week with a victory at home against Richland. These two teams match up here today, and, well, it should be a good one here. Two teams that are definitely going to look to hammer the ball, run the ball. And as myself, Jake Berkmeyer, here with the play-by-play, Kevin Cookman down on the field. Kevin, you talked with both coaches. You've been chatting a little bit here. And what else are we expecting to see here tonight?
Well, it should be a very physical football game. I think, Coach Fontaine talking to me a little bit before as the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page got here. Guys are putting the pads on here on the sidelines, talking about getting off, getting going, getting physical right out of the gates, and hitting hard. They want to really pound, because we saw in the second half last week against Richland the way that the Spartans all of a sudden brought the pop, and there was a ton of energy, and it came out, and they want it to continue. They want to carry that over right out of the gates tonight, and they are excited about the opportunity. Why can't you not be? LaMoure-Litchville Marion, the Lobos, a team, like you said, ranked 3, getting a vote for number 1 in the state 9-man football, a high scoring and a great defense. They've got it all. They're a total package football team. The Spartans are pumped about it, because remember, Spartans are a team too that are state semifinalist a year ago. The guys are hungry. The guys want to play, and I think tonight we're going to see a real solid football game, and it has the potential, right, to get a little bit wild, from a standpoint that it could go, just how it goes with scoring. That just may just happen. You never know. But one thing, too, is a team that's also unbeaten this season that the Spartans played was Mayport CG, and they got them on a slow track in the first half when they played in Mayville. And so for the Spartans, if they can kind of capture some of that first half success that they had against Mayport CG, carry that over here tonight against another very tough, very solid football team, especially offensively. I mean, it's going to come down to the line of scrimmage, Jake, and we've seen the Spartans battle along the line of scrimmage, and whoever's going to win that one here tonight's going to take it.
It will, and, hey, everyone got to come in focused. You talk about the big play offense for the Lobos. They come in, and as a team rushing the ball, they average 9 yards a carry, including, as you mentioned, Brett Wendell, the leading rusher as far as carries and yardage. He averages over 11 yards a carry to go with his 8 touchdowns on the ground. And receiving-wise, anyone that's caught more than 2 passes has an average of at least 9.5 yards per catch. So they are able to move the ball, and also defensively, it can be some defense too. We talked about them being number 2 in the scoring in the state North Dakota 9-man at 53.2, which number 1 is, as you mentioned, Mayport CG at 55.2 points per game. But they are also the number 1 scoring defense in North Dakota 9-man, allowing just 7.2 points per game. But for what it's worth, they did give up a season high in points last week, giving up 12 there on the road in Hankinson in that 72-12 win there against the Pirates. Here with Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, LaMoure-Litchville Marion, matching up on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll get you ready for the opening kick when we return after this.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Just about game time. Minutes before we kick off here with the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, the undefeated Lobos, hosting the 3-2 Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. Let's go back down to the field. Get you ready here with our field conditions. Kevin Kochman What are we looking at out there? Looks like a beautiful night here from the press box.
Absolutely, here in LaMoure, it's a gorgeous night. It's got great backdrops, different angles because this is the baseball field. So I'm standing out kind of in center field, and conveniently, Jake, behind us, behind the press box is the center field lounge here in LaMoure. Used to be the Lions Club. Anyways, here out, the field itself, absolutely gorgeous. It shares with the baseball field, so it's a unique setting, kind of a full-on surround. And what we've got here tonight is a great green grass, soft playing surface. You got to be careful on the Lobos sideline, though. Basically, about the 10-yard line to the 40-yard line, where the infield dirt does get into the field of play, just minimal. So overall, great night, great field conditions yet again on a North Dakota Friday night.
Yeah, looking for a good one here today, and that, of course, that Lobo sideline on the top of your screen as you watch it on yourliveevent.com. We thank you for joining us there. Remember to hit the subscribe button. You can stay up to date on all of our broadcasts coming with yourliveevent.com and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartan Athletics. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, here with the play-by-play. Kevin Kochman, my broadcast partner on the sideline. Ryan McCullum, our producer tonight, running the camera operations and the behind-the-scenes button pressing and keeping us going here. We appreciate your efforts, appreciate you watching, and thank you again to all of our sponsors throughout tonight's coverage as well. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that make it possible for us to be here. And we are in LaMoure for LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobo and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartan football. We kick off next on yourliveevent.com.
The aisles at Mick's Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mick's Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mick's has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mick's Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
Let's get your lineups tonight for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans and LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, starting with the defense for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. We'll see number 80, the 6'5 sophomore Landon Koenig on that defensive line, along with number 52 Hayden Hushka, the 5'9 junior, and the 5'11 senior William Erickson. Dalton Stein will man the other defensive end spot, the 6-foot senior. Also at a nose tackle tonight, we'll see Brooks Braun, number 33, the freshman. He'll be rotating in with linebacker number 8, Braden Mitchell. Also linebackers of number 3, Owen Zerfus, and the junior, number 21, Cody Reamer. So out there along with Jack Thompson, number 12, the junior, and the sophomore, number 13, Zyler Carlson. Offensively for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, the Lobos will send out offensive line of the senior, number 95, Reed Wendell, the senior, number 75, Zach Wollum, and the sophomore, number 69, Wyatt Waite. Tight ends will be number 85, Colton Ness, the sophomore, and the junior, number 53, Dane Laban. Your running backs tonight will be number 28, Garrett Hebel, and the leading runner for the Lobos, number 34, senior Brett Wendell. Wide receivers, number 17, Charlie Bowman, the junior, and fellow junior, number 1, Corbin Potts, your quarterback tonight for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. That's your starting lineups. We'll go to the anthem, come back for your opening kickoff next on yourliveevent.com.
The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Hope-Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope-Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope-Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
We know agriculture, and we know ag lending. Citizens State Bank has competitive rates, and you can get the best loan to keep your farm running smooth. Whether it's land, crops, livestock, or machinery, Citizen State Bank has lenders to help you find the best loan with the best rate in Finley, Cooperstown, and Northwood. For more information, visit us online at csbfinley.com. Member FDIC.
And we're ready for our opening kickoff here tonight with LaMoure-Litchville Marion hosting Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Once again, thank you for joining us on yourliveevent.com. Excited to be here with you for another week of high school football on a Friday night. In the beautiful backdrop here tonight, slight breeze, not much of anything at field level, just a little bit there to hopefully keep some of the bugs off you there a little bit, Kevin, down the field. You doing all right there with your long sleeves on?
Yeah, sleeves on. Again, we talked about the mask being a valuable piece at this stage to keep the mosquitoes out of the face. So there's that. Off, deep woods, in play, ready to roll. Been sharing it on the sideline, so good to go. Plenty of skeets, though, even though they sprayed last night here in LaMoure.
Right. Tate Mart back to receive for the Lobos, going right to left as the kickoff comes, and it's a high kickoff back to Mart. He will pick it up at the 15, bring it up the right side, the top of your screen. He looks to turn the corner, gets around the outside, nearly breaks loose, but held down there. It looked like it was Jack Thompson to get a hand around the shoulder, spin him down, and the Lobos will take over 1st and 10. They will start at their own 38-yard line.
Deepest kick of the season by Hushka. He pounded that thing, and usually the kind of a squib or a runner, and he got after it that time, put the right foot into it, and a deep kick, but still pretty good return, and Lobos football, we'll see if their offense comes out firing.
Led by quarterback, the junior Corbin Potts. He'll be under center, send a man in motion. That's Ness, the tight end, as he lines up on the right side. I formation, receiver left side. 2 tight ends set. They turn, they give off to Wendell off the left side behind the guard, and he's finally spun down just across the 40 up to the 41-yard line, gain of 3 on the first carry.
And Cody Reamer in on the tackle, and Reamer, again, is going to be one that's going to have his name called many times from his middle linebacker spot. He's very aggressive. Note, Jake, right in the middle, as mentioned by Coach 2, Brooks Braun getting the start in the linebacker, and on, I should say down on the line of scrimmage here tonight, D lineman.
Going with that 53 front, no safeties back, essentially. Here's the handoff again, goes to Wendell. A little jump cut off the right side, back to the left side, tackled right down at the 45-yard line. Going to set up now a 3rd and 3.
Hushka and then Wendell, Hushka, and Braun mix in for the tackle that time. And you mentioned it, Coach mentioned in the pregame conversation, 5 down linemen tonight for the Spartans.
3rd down on the first drive of the game for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. They send receivers out wide, have a wing back right side, shotgun set. Potts back to pass, being rushed by Koenig. Throw here to the right side, caught by Ness. He'll turn up the field at the 40, runs back across the field, gets a block downfield, down to the middle of the field, and down to the 10, the 5, and touchdown, Colton Ness. Colton Ness goes 55 yards on 3rd down to the house, and LaMoure-Litchville Marion strikes first.
They're going to score in a hurry when you talk about the lack of the safety. Now, one thing we do know is that the Spartans have struggled in pass coverage throughout the season. One-on-one coverage, okay, and then you're only going to have to rely on one block downfield by your receivers, and the Lobos able to do that, and he's off to the races for the game's first score.
55-yard catch and run, 10:43 left to go, going for 2, and they cannot convert the 2-point conversion. So the score on your Steel Seed scoreboard, LaMoure-Litchville Marion leads 6-0, 10:43 left to go, quarter number 1 on yourliveevent.com.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
10:43 left to go in the first quarter, and LaMoure-Litchville Marion strikes first on 3 plays, a 3rd down pass, 55 yards to Colton Ness. The sophomore now with 17 catches on the year, 83 yards on the season, and 11 touchdowns here through now 5 games and a minute 17 of this game here. He's having quite a season for the Lobos, and he's just a sophomore.
Yeah, they're an explosive team, and we saw it right out of the gates. Lobos strike first on home turf, and now the Spartans look at a chance with a football.
Can they answer as we get ready to kick things off? Anthony Hansen, the kicker for the Lobos, kicking from right to left as you see it on yourliveevent.com. Cody Reamer, Zyler Carlson back deep to receive. Hansen has it teed up. Here comes the kick. A pooch kick will bounce at the 38, and better than the Atlanta Falcons, they're able to jump on that football and just run out of bounds on the far side there. Looks like it was Juliuson. Oh, was it Thompson?
Yep, Jack Thompson.
Okay. Thompson able to jump on to keep possession there, and it will be the Spartans starting here on the 36-yard line.
Yep, 1st and 10 for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as they get things rolling down 6-0. 10:41 to play here in this first quarter.
They come up to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line to Andrew Corey, Hayden Hushka, William Erickson. Tight ends are Landon Koenig, Dalton Stein, Zyler Carlson, Braden Mitchell, Cody Reamer. Your wingbacks, tailbacks, and the quarterback Owen Zerfus back to pass. Gets a block from Carlson. Stiff arms his way out of another defender. Rolling out to his right. Still looking to make a play. Tries to get upfield. Does pick up a yard or 2 or 3 or 2. It will be 2nd and 8. There's Zerfus. Couldn't find anyone down the field.
Garrett Hebel in on the stop that time. Hebel, again, a sophomore. Jake, you made reference. They've got a great number of seniors, but also a really nice mix of underclassmen, too, on this Lobo roster. So it's a very built football team, and you can see it when you're looking right now on yourliveevent.com. A lot of size right in the middle, too.
And they are missing 2 starters on defense.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about that.
Yeah, so we're trying to get everyone that we know that's going to be out there. Just need to double check. Yeah, it looks like Ness there at the safety. So we'll get those starters here as Braden Mitchell comes in motion from the left to right, pitches to Reamer. He cuts back to the middle of the field, breaks out a 1 tackle, lowers his shoulder into another, and gets it all the way up to the 44-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down and a long 3 now for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
And it'll be key, too, to see a play like that. Reamer being physical, delivering a blow from his side. Spartans need to do that in order to kind of work this Lobos squad because they're definitely a team that likes to be the aggressor.
Out of the huddle, they will send to the right side of the formation. Trevor Thompson, after missing a couple of games, back into the rotation at tight end on the right side. Dalton Stein, left side. Also have Braden Mitchell. Motions out wide left. I formation. Give us to Zyler Carlson on the counter play, but snuffed out right away. That time by the linebacker, Garrett Hebel, coming up. The sophomore making a stop on 3rd down, loss of 1.
Heck of a tackle, and he sliced right in there, Jake. Nice play by Hebel to come in and make the play, and he's a vocal leader as a sophomore on the field for the Lobos.
And let's see, just checking here for the Lobos. Colton Ness, Reed Wendell, Zachary Ullman, Lane Braun, Brett Wendell, Andrew Hoff, Charlie Bowman, Garrett Hebel, and trying to find the Potts. Potts is out there
and Wyatt,
as well.
Wyatt Waite on the defensive tackle position.
Yep, there are a couple changes there with the defense. Here's a fake punt, and it's dropped by Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They fumble it, and it's jumped on top by the Lobos. It would have been 4th down anyway. So the turnover on downs, and it is 1st down. LaMoure-Litchville Marion at the Spartans 41.
I feel like they were executing it well. It was Zerfus who's one of the up men there on the punt, kind of the cover guy there inside. And he was the one that was jumping out to take it and just slipped out of his hands as he was starting to make a football move. So I feel like they were executing it right. Just got to have secure control of the football.
With 8:54 to go in this first quarter, Lobos start again on the Spartans 41. They give the jet sweep this time to the right side, giving it up to Garrett Hebel, and the sophomore carries it forward. He'll pick up 2 yards on 1st down.
Tackled by, once again, Cody Reamer in on the stop for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and came up, delivered a pop that time to hit, and Hebel, he's in on everything so far.
Defense here again for the Spartans. Koenig, Hushka, Erickson, Braun, and Stein on that defensive front with Reamer, Zerfus, Carlson, and Thompson. The linebacker safeties. Also see Braden Mitchell working in that spot as well. From the shotgun set, Potts back to pass on 5 wide. Dumps it off right side, caught in the right flat, trying to make a move, gets around to the outside as Brett Wendell out of the backfield comes up, makes the catch, and he will pick up the first down up ahead to the 26-yard line.
Balanced group, but they're getting it done through the air early, and that is definitely an area that we've talked about and seen throughout the season with Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They've struggled at times covering in the passing game, so that's certainly an area where the Lobos are attacking.
2 for 2 for 68 yards passing for Corbin Potts. He'll be under center now. I formation behind him. One wide receiver to the left side. They'll give to the second man through again, giving it off to Wendell. Brett Wendell carries it forward and brought down at the 24-yard line and sets up 2nd and 7.
That'd have been Braden Mitchell, the freshman, and sophomore, I should say junior Cody Reamer also in on the mix for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page on the tackle, but not after 4 yards of Lobo gain.
Charlie Bowman goes out wide left side. He's joined by Garrett Hebel in the slot to the left. Shotgun set, back to pass. Potts looking, being pressured. He throws it to the right side. It is caught for a touchdown as reaching in. Nearly intercepted, undercut, but just couldn't quite get there. And there for touchdown number 12 on the season, Colton Ness catches his 2nd of the night.
Coming into the game, 36 touchdowns offensively, 16 through the air, and now 2 here in this first half is, well, one of 6 undefeated 9-man teams left in North Dakota. The Lobos are flexing their muscles early here tonight on the Spartans.
7:23 left in the first quarter, going for 2. I formation behind Potts, wide receiver to the right side. They pull a guard around to the right side, looking to dump it off on the pass, and Hebel's there for the 2-point conversion pass, and the lead for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. They go up 14-0 on your Steel Seed scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Here's a message from Chad Albert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Albert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
24-yard touchdown pass from Corbin Potts to Colton Ness. So now the 9th touchdown through the air for Potts, the 12th receiving touchdown for Ness on the year. And they are up after the 2-point conversion is good. 14-0 over Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Spartans back deep to receive again. This kick from Anthony Hansen, teeing it up for the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. We get things set to go. Again, the Reamer and Carlson back deep to receive. Last time it was Thompson, the up back, to get the ball, and this time it will be kicked back deep to Carlson from the left side. He'll bring it up that far sideline, top of your screen, gets out of one ankle tackle and falls forward for a couple extra yards up ahead to the 36-37-yard line. We'll see where they mark him here to begin drive number 2 for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
It was a pretty hard-nosed return by Carlson. Did a nice job in trying to knife through the special teams group there, and I got a little bit of space, but drug a couple of guys with him. So Zeiler, nice return by the Spartans. Gives them pretty decent field position here, pretty similar to where they were on their first drive, and see if the Spartans can attain a first down and stretch this drive a bit here. 7:14 to play first quarter, down 2 scores.
First drive didn't see if it was officially the fumble or the turnover on downs. Either way, it was a 3-and-out, and then the faked punt on the 4th down. Gave the ball back to the Lobos. Here, a pass on first down, and Zerfus connects with his receiver Stein out to midfield right on the 50 for a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice little piece of passing there. And, Stein has had a nice relationship with Zerfus through the air this season as well. That's going to be an area where Spartans may have to kind of live here this evening, Jake, is try to get some stuff through the air, stretch out, and set up some running that way, maybe set up the run through the pass.
14 yards and a first down.
Seems unconventional,
Well, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
Zeiler Carlson goes out wide left side. Brooks Braun comes in at a fullback. Here with Cody Reamer in the backfield down the eye. He heads out in motion to the right side. They give it to the fullback Braun, and the freshman carries it forward into the teeth of the Lobo defense for a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Braun's a freshman. He's not afraid of contact. He's a little ginger there as he walks up from a standpoint that maybe took a hit low as he's kind of hobbling ever so slightly. Gets back to the huddle, and he's going to come off the field here. And now that he's running, Jake, it looks like he's running in pretty good shape now. So must have been just a little bit of something, quick tweak or something.
Yeah, he'll come off, and Braden Mitchell will come in with the play from the sideline. Mitchell, the freshman as well, so classmates rotating in. Mitchell, the wingback on the right side. Zerfus under center. Reamer, the fullback. Here in the set with Carlson, the deep back. It's going to be Zerfus, quarterback boot around the left side, trying to find a little hole to dive in, but kept being filled by the defense, and they stretched out and don't give him any yards. No gain, brings up 3rd and 9.
Senior Brett Wendell getting in on the mix that time, tackling for the Lobos is LaMoure-Litchville Marion with a 14-0 lead over Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and well, for the Spartans now facing a 3rd down and long here on this second drive of the football game.
5:41 to go in this first quarter. Spartans break the huddle, send Landon Koenig on the right side as the tight end. Wishbone formation, and Dalton Stein, the tight end on the left side. Here's Brooksbaum back in at the fullback. Reamer and Carlson are your deep backs. Play action. Zerfus back to pass. Rolls to his right. He's looking down the field. He sent his receiver deep, and he didn't see him. He dumps it off. Carlson catches it near the first down marker. I think he's going to be about a yard short.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just a little short. That was actually a pretty nice play there. Zerfus, again, stretching out as far as he could, and then Carlson just got enough space, and Zerfus threw it at him. Carlson took a nice hit. Down he goes, just short of a first down, and definitely going to be going for it here.
Yeah, Koenig actually drifting on the broken play, just a scramble drill, drifting downfield. I don't think Zerfus saw him. He got behind everyone. If he could have lobbed it, he might have had him for the big shot, but now brings up a 4th and 2. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Tyler Carlson, Braden Mitchell both go wing backs to the left side, in tight on the formation. Shotgun set, Cody Reamer to the left side of Owen Zerfus. He drops the football. Zerfus drops the football. Now he's got a dancer on the backfield. He's brought down back across the 50 and back down to the 47-yard line. A loss on the play and a turnover on downs.
And Owen's got a little tape on his throwing hand too, Jake, and it is on his thumb on that right hand. So don't know if that is the reasoning for having a couple of footballs now slip through his grasp in the last 2 4th down attempts, I guess. This one hurts, and now the Lobos have the football back. 4.5 to go in this first quarter, and they smell blood in the water.
That's right. They come out. They're 2 for 2 on touchdown drives so far. They split 3 wide to the top of the formation, the wide side of the field. Potts back in the shotgun set. Back to pass. Looking right side down the middle. It is juggled and caught down to the end zone and touchdown. LaMoure-Litchville Marion. This time, Tate Mart. He goes his 4th touchdown through the air on the year, and he goes 48 yards for the score.
Mart's. Just look at him. He's a slot receiver. That's his body type. He's a slot receiver, and Potts threw an absolute dart, and it was a beautiful pass in stride, and that's why the Lobos are unbeaten on this season, the ability to do that.
That just all go, verts down the field and just spread the defense, get them down the seams. Going for 2. Potts will give it to Wendell, and Brett Wendell will be hit. Reaching forward, he gets in for the 2-point conversion. Good. And the score on your Steel Sea Chad Albert scoreboard, the Lobos lead 22-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
(22-0) the score on your Steel Seed scoreboard. LaMoure-Litchville Marion jumping out on top early. So far, just 8 plays of offense, 3 touchdowns, and let's see, doing some math here, that's 68, 92, that's 140 yards through the air so far in this first quarter. They lead 22-0.
It's a pretty good first quarter.
Yeah, 2 different players there with touchdowns. Ness has 2. Mart got that last one.
Lobos living up to their number 3rd ranking in the state right now.
Hansen to kick off for the Lobos, and the high kick will be grabbed by Reamer in the middle of the field. Looks to bring it up the right side, gets a block trying to get around the corner, up ahead to the 35 and pushed out of bounds at the 40. He hurdles and takes a little bit of tumble into the front row of the bleachers there. He jumped over the water cooler, but couldn't quite clear the bleachers and everything else. Looks like everyone's okay, though.
Everybody's fine. Reamer's fine. That's just something you don't want to be involved in. But hey, man, it's a short sideline. Better than running into the tin outfield wall here. So I guess there's that. Everybody's good though. Everybody's fine.
So the third drive of the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They have Owen Zerfus in the shotgun set. Sends Zyler Carlson, top of your screen, wide left. Braden Mitchell, bottom of the screen, wide right. Fake the jet sweep, then the give. Now play action down, dumps it off on the wheel road. It's picked off by Potts. Corbin Potts picks it off, goes back right side, looking for a block. Braden Mitchell can't trip him up. He cuts back now, but to the left side, still on his feet, and he dives forward ahead inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. And the interception gives the ball back to the Lobos. Not the start you wanted for the Spartans.
No, not anything but. Now need to respect that interception by Potts. The athleticism, leaping, getting the football at its highest point, and Zerfus trying to do it, trying to feed it, give it to an opportunity downfield, and there was a small window, just missed it, and Potts, he took it away. Wow, what a play.
4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. They'll turn, they'll give off to the right side. It'll be Anthony Hansen taking it off the right side. And he will bring it up to the just shy of the 30-yard line, gain of 3.
Yep, just dancing his way over the right side there, trying to create and get another fresh place here for the football as Lobos mixing up their offense a bit. They've been getting it done through the air and now mixing it up as we get Hayden Hushka off the field right now. He's got some helmet fixing to do here for the Spartans.
And Hansen at quarterback now. He subbed in for Potts when Potts missed a couple games earlier in the season with an injury. He hands off Wendell right side, looks to get around the corner. A little bash there between the shoulder pads and down air to the 28-yard line, brings up 3rd and 5.
Well, you talk about the ability to use some depth, Jake. Anytime you can trust your backup like that and say, we're going to mix you right in here and do that, that just betters your football team. You're always ready for injury then if something does go down. And, of course, just planning for future situations as well with Hansen being a sophomore and Potts being a junior.
And Hansen will be in the shotgun set. Send Bowman out wide right, have Mart wide left from the shotgun set. Also has Ness as a tight end on the right side. Rolls out to the left, dumps it off down to Hebel out of the backfield. He comes up, he's hit by Zerfus and Reamer, but enough for the first down. He gets down inside the 15, and they're going to mark him at the 13.
You're going to see things down and watching film here too. You're going to see guys who may be getting blocked or, downfield. I just watched Braden Mitchell kind of get blocked and taken out of the play potential by Tate Mart. Mart from his wide receiver spot just pushing and doing his job to help block downfield. And Mitchell's going to be a guy there. He's got to watch and see and try not to get blocked. Shug off that block.
And they'll run the pitch to Wendell. Looks to get around the outside corner. Gets a block from Bowman. Cuts inside that block. Still on his feet. Reaching for the end zone. He is in. No, wait, hold on. Short. He is short of the score. Very close. Should be 1st and goal. Where are they going to mark him at officially?
Great blocking downfield by Charlie Bowman. Again, Jake, the downfield blocking, hat on a hat, good positioning. That's what's separating the Lobos right now.
From the 1-yard line after the 12-yard gain, they'll turn, they'll give it. Wendell will power his way in for the 1-yard score. Didn't get it last time, gets it that time. Brett Wendell with the 1-yard touchdown run. LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos lead 28-0. 2:33 left first quarter, pending the 2-point attempt here on your Steel Seat scoreboard.
And we were watching and looking and even on the drive down here kind of talking a little bit about this, Jake, that the Lobos have the potential to do something like this, and they are putting on a dazzling first quarter show. Taking advantage of a couple of errors, too.
Going for 2, Hansen, play action, rolls out to his right, dumps it off, passes in there, and caught by Hebel. Garrett Hebel catching the 2-point conversion again, and 30-0 on the Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard. LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos lead over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans on YourLiveEvent.com.
New trades at Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada include this 32-foot Summers disc chisel, one owner machine priced at $32,000. Also a 44-foot Summers disc, excellent condition, priced at $29,000. The newly traded 04 Case IH 375 quad track. Call Chuck or Neil for pricing on this, and only one remaining 20 model Delta track. Norman County Implement 218-784-2961 or stop at the lot. Highway 9 North Ada, Norman County Implement. Thanks you for your business.
2 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and it's been all LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos right now, taking advantage of a good field position on a faked punt attempt that failed, and also an interception and some big plays through the air. They lead 30-0 over Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Spartans gain the football back, and well, it's all got to start with one play, so let's make that this play now and start to get some positive things going for your team as the ball is kicked off by Hansen. High kick, fielded by Zyler Carlson at the 21-yard line. He looks to get a block, trying to shove out, throws the stiff arm, stumbles, tries to reach out, keep on his feet, and he's brought down at the 27-yard line to start this drive for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Jake. It's no fun to be down 4 scores in the first quarter. No question about that. But as the Spartans very well knew, hearing from Coach Fonte too in a pregame and just chatting a little bit. Yeah, Lobo's very, very good football team. So what are you going to do now to get better, right? What are you going to do now to better yourself? Because you're playing football. You're going to be out here the rest of the game. So what are you going to do to get better? And Spartans have a chance on this drive to get better.
I formation. Reamer, the fullback. Carlson, the deep back. They run the pitch to him on the right side. Gets a kick-out block from Koenig. Cuts back inside of it, up ahead to the 29-yard line. And a pickup there of 2 on the first play for Zyler Carlson.
Spartans state semifinalist a year ago, team that had high aspirations and lots of expectations for this season, knowing very well, if you lose a game, this game was one that, hey, if we could go and snag one from LaMoure, that would be awesome. Huge football team and a very good football team. So you kind of a benchmark here for this one. So now this is a team now with the Spartans, Jake. They've got to just dig deep here and try to find some ways to get some positivity rolling here offensively.
And it will be the Spartans here with the offset power I formation, 2 fullbacks and a running back. Zerfus will have it on the option. He'll keep it himself, cut up past the 30, jumps and tries to pitch the ball. It's on the ground, jump back on top of by the Spartans. They will save it. Zerfus trying to make a play. Reamer, I don't know if he was quite ready for it, didn't see the pitch, but the Spartans do hang on to it. Brings up a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, he's trying to do everything he can, and in this case, a little bit too much maybe right there. But good decision by Zerfus to tuck and run and make that decision to get some yards, move up the field a little bit. Then that last second pitch, he's lucky that it didn't get away. Overall, it was a good decision though in the choice of running the football by Zerfus.
3rd down. So far, the Spartans with 1 first down in the game. That was on the catch by Stein. Zerfus under center. We'll look here on 3rd and 5. Back to pass, being rushed, coming up from the left side, rolling out, throwing it deep and incomplete in the area of Zyler Carlson. And brings up 4th down here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Kevin, as you were looking down on the sideline,
yep.
And we're seeing here because Hankinson having to go into quarantine, Tri-State's scheduled to play them this week. They play LaMoure-Litchville Marion next week. They're here scouting. And then the next week's opponent, Mayport CG, having a bye week. They're here doing some scouting as well
Absolutely,
tonight.
Yeah. We're getting a chance to see some of the other top teams that the Spartans have already played. They're gearing up for the Lobos in future weeks.
Landon Koenig back to punt. Here it comes. Ooh, might have been deflected. Yeah, it was deflected there as the official says it got hipped. So a low line drive is what it ends up being. Rolls back down to the 31-yard line. Flags flying in all over from behind the play, back around the 45-yard line, and
I wasn't watching.
There's a little extra push and shoving in that area.
I'm thinking there was a little chip, little chip here, little chip there. I wasn't watching that. I was watching the ball. Just I always, for whatever reason, was watching the ball that time, Jake.
Yeah, with 25 seconds left here before the end of the quarter, and the flags coming out after the ball was punted, so it's going to be a personal foul on the Lobos. And it will be a 15-yard at the end of the kick. First down for the Lobos, though, and So mark it back. I believe it should be at the 16-yard line there after they count it back.
Yeah, walk it back. And so it'll be the, worst starting field position for the Lobos thus far in the game. That being said, they do lead 30-0 with 25 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Back at the 17-yard line. Here we'll see if how many plays they get off before the end of the quarter. It'll be Bowman and Mart wide left side. Under center is Hansen. Anthony Hansen turns off, gives it off to Brett Wendell up the middle. And short yardage carry brought down a host of Spartans in on there, including Zyler Carlson.
And don't call him Bill Erickson too, Jake. Don't want to forget about that. He was there one of the first in on the stop.
So 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard carry for Brett Wendell. That gives him now 24, 25, 27 yards and a touchdown on 7 carries in this first quarter. That will be it for the first quarter. On your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard, LaMoure-Litchville Marion leading over Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page 30-0 on yourliveevent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
MVP.
After 1 quarter in the books, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page trails LaMoure-Litchville Marion 30-0. Big plays for the Lobos in the first quarter, and they start the second quarter with the football. Marked back down to the 18-yard line. They have it 2nd and 8 as they come out here. Everyone's got to run down to the other side of the field.
Yeah, that's the only downside with the change of quarters, and you're on the other 20. It's a haul, man. I made my way down just to check out the sights and the sounds here in LaMoure, and great night for football. I'll tell you what, I know the score is not fitting for the Spartan faithful, but for the Lobo fans, they're pumped up. Got a very, very good group of boys. They're ready to take this drive here as it's 2nd and 8, start the second quarter.
Anthony Hansen in at quarterback again. Corbin Potts got the start. Hansen there now running it after Potts with the 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter. Pitches to Brett Wendell. He looks to turn the corner on the left side, and he's drugged down just past the 30-yard line. Should be enough for a first down, and, they haven't. Yep, there is the signal to move the chains there as he works it all the way up to the 31-yard line, gain of 13.
Yeah, I was going to say they better move the chains because that was more than enough for a first down. Good run, tackled in the agri-line, the second base area of the infield by Cody Reamer.
Wide receiver Tate Mark goes out wide right side. Anthony Hansen in the shotgun set, has a wing back right side, rolling back to his left side. Hands off to the running back and brought down just after the line of scrimmage, gain of 1 on the play. That was that Wendell again?
Yeah, 34, Brett Wendell, and he made a collision with Will Erickson and Hayden Hushka, and Hushka actually bounced backwards. Wendell came in and just got him in the shoulder pads. A very physical run.
Yeah, Wendell, the 5'10", 165-pound senior, and you got Will Erickson, that 5'11", 230. They're going to do a little headbutt. Here's a pitch out to Wendell out of the shotgun set. He turns, tries to go. Flag comes in from the backfield.
Yeah, it would have been Landon Koenig was getting held on the outside edge. I do believe they're going to call it on Colton Ness, Jake. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the one that's called with the hold. Wait, pointing the wrong way? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
he was pointing the wrong way. Don't you dare be pointing the wrong way there, guy.
Well, they figure out which way they're pointing, and it'll be the second penalty, totaling 25 yards against LaMoure-Litchville Marion.
They figured it out, and so move it back, and this is a benefit for the Spartans now, so they got to take advantage of any opportunity, right? The Lobos have taken advantage of a couple of miscues from the Spartans, so now the Spartans need to take advantage of penalties here on the Lobos.
And it'll be 2nd and 18 from the spot of the fall. Ball mark back at the 23-yard line. Need to get up to the 41. Shotgun set. Twin receivers right, one receiver left. Back to pass. Hansen looking down the field. Down going for Ness. It is caught over the shoulder with the catch. It's a foot race to the end zone. Zerfus trying to catch him. Ness down to the 20, to the 10, the 5, into the end zone. Diving in. Touchdown, LaMoure-Litchville Marion. No flags on the play. And 77 yards. Colton Ness with his third touchdown of the game.
Previous play, Ness gets called for a hold. He made up for it, I think, Jake. I think that'll cover it. You won't have to run too terribly much in practice now. I think he got enough running on that play.
Yeah, he ran a lot on that play.
He said, sprint the entire field, kid. Nice play yet again. Getting it done through the air are the Lobos.
Hansen with the touchdown pass to Ness. And the third one for Ness today. And that will be... Yeah, quite the Ness in game 1 on the year. He had 175 yards and 5 touchdowns on 7 catches. So far, he's got 3 catches for 3 touchdowns and 150 yards here in this first half. Wendell can't get in with the extra point, and it will be 36-0 on your Steel Seed scoreboard. Lobos lead the Spartans on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. 0% interest, 0 payments for 120 days on all precision planting equipment. Save your cash flow. Book your planter upgrades today with an additional 20% discount on shop labor and trucking. Pay this year or next. No payments, no interest for 120 days on approved credit. Call RDK Enterprises 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Oh, his boogie shoes blares over the loudspeaker. You got some boogieing maybe going on down on that Lobos sideline. Colton Ness having himself a day, and he's only halfway through. 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, 154 yards through the air. The last one coming from Anthony Hansen. And the Lobos lead 36-0, 10:33 to go in this first half.
Taking Care of Business is a song they probably should be playing right now.
You could certainly say that. And Lobos, with the Mayport CG players, coaches watching, saying, hey, we're giving you a run for the scoring in the lead there for the teams. They're coming in averaging less than 2 points difference. And they're putting up some points early on. Here's the kickoff to Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page and brought up across the 35 up to the 36-yard line where Reamer brings it across, and that is where Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page starts their drive. Here, 10:25 to go, first half.
And also, you talk about that, both teams, Mayport CG, that is, and LaMoure-Litchville Marion, both were over the 70 mark last week in points.
Yeah, 72-12 for LaMoure-Litchville Marion against Hankinson.
I say Mayport CG scored 74, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, maybe a little something battle to watch as the season wears on, and maybe see some fireworks in a couple weeks. High formation for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They have Thompson, the wing back to the left side. Zerfus back to pass. Looks, dumps it off down for Thompson. Had the rush in his face, being pressured that time from Lane Braun, and kind of short-armed it, incomplete.
And that's just a tough play, and getting pressured. The Lobos certainly doing that here in this first half too, Jake. They're not letting Zerfus get comfortable at all.
Be able to bring pressure from a number of different places there on that defensive front. The 4 down linemen going with the 4 linebackers as well on the 44 front. And back deep as the safety there, Colton Ness just keeping everything in front of him. Wishbone formation. There'll be Zerfus running the pitch play. Ball comes loose. It's jumped on, and I believe the Lobos have it. They do.
Spartans just can't do this. They can't turn the ball over. You can't give the Lobos anything. And, well, LaMoure-Litchville Marion's going to certainly take advantage of that. So Spartan's going to have to do a little gut check here, and I wouldn't be surprised, too, if Coach Fontaine, he's going to call a timeout here, Jake.
Well, much like last week, I know the Spartans are a team that they like to break down film. I don't know how much of this first half they're going to want to watch.
Probably not much, but it's going to be one of those necessary things. You may also say that this would be one where you go to film a session on Monday and say, you know what, here's our focus point for this next week. But hey, first half has not been kind to the Spartans. We'll see if they can find a way to make a stop of the Lobos out of the timeout.
think we had a coach a couple years ago, a game we did. I think he said they actually buried the tape the following week at practice.
You know, those things happen too. And I've been in film sessions that weren't so pretty. And you know, obviously, yeah, you don't want to be on the other end of this as a Spartan fans, and obviously a team that you and I have been able to cover throughout the first 5 games of the season. You don't want to see this in the first half, knowing very well that your intention on the season was to be right there with the Lobos. Now, all that being said, Coach Fontaine told us at the beginning of the year, man, the Lobos are going to be a very, very good football team. So there's no lack of respect that direction, right? You knew very well that this is going to be a good football team. So for the Spartans, it's a benchmark. They're seeing that they've got some work to do.
Yeah, and we'll start this next drive here for the Lobos. Here at quarterback, Potts will be back in at quarterback. He'll have Wendell to his right side, get a late substitution in there from the sideline as Mart says, oh, hey, I'm supposed to be out here wide right. So he comes out as a receiver. Potts looks back to pass, setting up a middle screen, caught by Hebel. Garrett Hebel, a lot of green in front of him. He'll cut to the outside, block downfield from Bowman, and in for the score. 33 yards at time as Potts gets it to Garrett Hebel for the touchdown.
That looked too easy, to be flat honest with you. Hebel, there was nobody touched him. Not even scared. So from that standpoint, well executed, ran to perfection. If you're going to look at how you could run a screen, there's an example of how to get it done.
Ebel with the 33-yard touchdown just 30 seconds after Ness caught the 77-yard touchdown thanks to the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page turnover. Going for 2, throwing the back shoulder fade and incomplete. Flags coming out. There was a little jostling, but nothing there. 2-point conversion is no good. 42-0. 10:03 to go first half. Lobos lead the Spartans on your Steel Seed scoreboard.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
6 drives, 6 touchdowns for the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion. 10:03 to go in this first half. And, well, Coach Fontaine, he's still on the field.
He spent a lot of time on the field, Jake. he's done
After
that
taking
a lot
that
today.
time out to try and get things, get the team focused. I don't know how
That's tough.
pleased he is right now there on that.
I don't think that's working really well. I'm watching on the sideline here as would have been Jack Thompson came off the sideline after the touchdown, and basically the tongue of his shoe ripped off, including laces. So we got a volunteer assistant here, looks like a mom from the sideline, is over just giving it the old tape job here on the sideline. So
Cody Reamer with the kick received there from the 24. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And there, as the shoe continues to get worked on, the Spartans will start this drive. And I do see here, it looks like Zerfis with a towel around the shoulders here on the sideline as well. We'll see, I believe, Braden Mitchell going to come in and run some quarterback.
Well, and that's going to be something, too. I did see Zerfis with an elbow pad and also was getting some ice attention. So, yeah, it's going to be that type of night. We're going to see some shuffling and some depth being used here. So it looks like they're working on an ice pack here to get to Owen Zerfis on his arm right now. So I'll have to update you on some injuries.
I also see Liam Satcham coming in. He will be split out wide to the left side. Cody Reamer, Brooks Braun the fullback in the I formation. They're going to send Satcham in motion. Turn they'll give to Cody Reamer, left side, lowers the shoulder, tries to power through. Good defense coming over there, and Lane Braun trying to rip the ball out, but Reamer holds on to it, gets it up here to the 43-yard line.
Lane's build and the shoulder pad height just looks tough. Just looks like a tough guy. That's what football players should look like. But, very good physical play, and that's the next step. The Lobos not just going for the tackle, but they're gang tackling, so someone can go and try to pop the football out. It's a very aggressive defense.
Trevor Thompson comes in. He'll be at an end along with Dalton Stein on each side of the formation. Andrew Corey, Hayden Hushka, William Erickson, the interior of the offensive line. Liam Satcham, the wingback right side. Brooks Braun, the fullback. Cody Reamer, the deep back. Send Satcham in motion left. Give it a pitch right side to Reamer, and he'll be tackled up at the 45-yard line. Another short gain, 3 yards. Brings up a 3rd down and 6.
All right, so see if these Spartans can get any spark here, as it's just tough sledding against the Lobos, who have come to play tonight, leading 42-0 in this first half.
Well, and for the Spartans coming into the game with some key injuries, you knew there was going to be young guys getting a lot of reps, but tonight here, just, hey, get on the field, get those reps, and go ahead and execute. Don't worry about the score now. Just worry about playing good, clean football.
Right, go get better. This is still a game.
Will be Thompson. That's Jack Thompson out wide left, bottom of your screen. The pistol formation give to Mitchell. He gives it off to Reamer. He tries to stop, cut back, and he gets 1, but needed more. It brings up a 4th and 5.
Bottled up. Wyatt Wade coming in, another one of the fabulous sophomores on this Lobo roster coming in for the tackle. And so 4th and 5 it'll be for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and we've talked about it, and hopefully we don't sound like too much of a broken record tonight, Jake. But yeah, it's a game now where for the Spartans, it's not so much about, W or L in the column. You got to come out and get better. And now with depth, too, Mitchell's getting a lot of reps here that he likely would not have been having here tonight.
They're going to line up to go for it on 4th down. Approaching midfield. Got to get it to midfield. Mitchell back to pass. Rolling to his right. Looking. He chucks it deep, and it is intercepted back at the 45. Across the 50 to the 45. Interception by Garrett Hebel. But play there or on 4th down, make something happen if you can, and that time defense will take the pick.
Yep, and Mitchell tried to get it to Stein. Stein was the intended target and was feeling the pressure, definitely took a hit as he was rolling out to his right. So good quality play there. Again, defensively, the Lobos are quite honestly firing on all cylinders, Jake. They have, outside of a couple of penalties, have not had any mistakes tonight, and we'll go to the timeout a moment here as Coach Fontaine calls for a timeout.
We'll take this timeout as well. 7:32 to go, first half. The Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion lead 42-0 over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans on your Steel Sea Chad Albert scoreboard.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Thanks for watching tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date on upcoming broadcast here with multiple games upcoming, and we'll have a lot for you here. YourLiveEvent.com. Have the schedule up there and the YouTube page there with the reminders of when the game starts. So even if you get busy, get that little reminder on your phone saying, "Oh yeah, I got a game to watch here on Friday night."
And how about volleyball on Tuesday this week?
That's right.
On the schedule, Hatton Northwood, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page girls.
Yeah, you and I will be there.
You and I.
LaMoure from the shotgun set, going to be a quarterback option. Anthony Hansen, he will take it forward, then pitch it here, bobbled and caught. And wow, what a play. Brett Wendell, he's going to cut back inside, and he's going down for the pylon, and he is in for the touchdown. Well, that time, that's why you maintain the pitch relation.
You love the pitch relationships.
I do. Hansen takes it until right before he gets hit, then says, "Here you go." And Wendell does the rest, makes a nice cut down the sideline, and gets in for the big score. Wendell, his second touchdown today. This one going 55 yards.
And great blocking by Charlie Bowman of the Lobos as well. Ever since we had that great conversation about maintaining a pitch relationship within that, option style offense, running the veer, you got to have the pitch relationship. Otherwise, it means nothing.
Going for the 2-point conversion under center will be Hansen. He'll throw the quick slant. It is caught by Colton Ness and makes it 48-0, 7:18 to go in this second quarter. And LaMoure-Litchville Marion up big over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans on your Steel Seed scoreboard.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Well, I misspoke there before the break. Two-point conversion was good. Forgot to add those 2 points onto the score. It's 50-0. LaMoure-Litchville Marion leading over Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. 7:18 to go in this first half. Here as the Lobos running wild. They're off to kick it off, kicking left to right. Back deep to receive for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Zyler Carlson, Cody Reamer. The Anthony Hansen kick will be to Cody Reamer on that right side. He will bring it up, looking for a block. He'll cut back to the left side, trying to get around the outside edge. He slips and down at the 34-yard line, where Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will start this possession.
Reamer's going to get a little bit of attention there from Hushka on the side, from his lineman there, Hayden Hushka. But I know, Jake, you were talking a little bit too about this, the way that the game is unfolding here, and now we're going to see more Braden Mitchell. I got to talk to Owen Zerfus here at halftime, see what's going on there. He's getting some extra attention on the sideline. They've got his right arm completely wrapped up now and getting some ice.
So Mitchell in to run the offense. He'll have Cody Reamer as the lone back. Zyler Carlson will be out wide right. Here, part of a two-receiver set. They'll dump off a screen here to Reamer, and Reamer passed a little off the line, tried to one-hand it, bobbled it, couldn't complete it, and incomplete second down.
It was tipped by Lane Braun, too, Jake. Braun put his hand up like you're a former defensive lineman. You're just taught to put your arm up when the ball's in the air, right? Ball's up, put your hand up at it, try to knock it down.
If you can't get up, watch the quarterback's eyes if you're not getting pressure, and throw those paws up in the air. That's right.
So Braun did tip the football. Reamer still had the ball hit his hands. Now, that being said, still not an easy thing to catch a wobbling football. Does not haul it in. Otherwise, I do think Spartans had some space there. So again, some execution downfield with some blocking would have been there.
Jack Thompson wide left side. Zyler Carlson wide right side. Braden Mitchell under center. Cody Reamer, the deep back, tight ends each way. Wide receiver screen out to Carlson. See if he can make a man miss on the edge. He does get by one tackle. Now up down the sideline across to the 45. Should be a first down up ahead to about the 47. No, they're going to mark him back. And they are going to say enough for the first down, but they're going to mark him back to the 44-yard line.
And notice the fine tape job on Jack Thompson's left shoe, by the way. Again, that's courtesy of the sideline help here from the fans in the stands.
So second first down of the game, and got to get those shoes tied tight. If you can't get the rabbit bunny around the tree in the hole, got to just pull out the medical tape and fasten it tight.
Yeah, or if the tongue of the shoe gets ripped off. One of the two, right?
Yeah, the old Zion.
Talking rabbit holes or tongues of
Williamson,
shoes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful.
Tight formation, inside wingback, right side, I formation. Thompson, the wingback. Mitchell will give off to Reamer, left side. Lane Braun holds the edge, leads the charge, and then lets his teammate Reed Wendell come over and clean things up.
Just again, a very physical defensive play by the Lobos. LaMoure-Litchville Marion, a strong, contender here as far as a top 5 team in North Dakota 9-man football. And you have at the top, the defending state champs in Kidder County.
Kidder's number 1.
And
Cavaliers number 2.
It's not an incredible road trip here either from LaMoure to Kidder County to Steele.
No.
To partake in the bird watching capital of the state.
Head up, I suppose, Jamestown area,
right?
Jump on interstate.
Just head on. After you see the Buffalo, keep going.
Right.
Then you stop at the Crane.
Go to the Buffalo, go to the Sandhill Crane. 2 receivers right side, top of your screen, Carlson and Thompson. Mitchell, we're going to set up another wide receiver screen, this time incomplete, looking to get it to Zyler Carlson. Also seeing in here at tight end is Bryce Juliuson for the Spartans.
At Juliuson in the ball game, and we're seeing continued rotation. That's just going to be more and more bodies coming in and swapping here too, Jake, just because, looking at the scoreboard and seeing where we're at as far as the game plan and game situation and some injuries and things of that nature. So we'll keep seeing some fresh bodies out there in that rotation for the Spartans.
Looks like Julius Wilson will come out as Brooks Braun checks back in. Landon Koenig will be a tight end on the left side, and I believe Stein on the right side. Yep, Dalton Stein on the right side of the formation. High formation set, receiver left side is Thompson. Mitchell back to pass, immediate pressure coming up. He's chasing for his life. He's going to chuck it downfield, coming back, trying to make a play, and diving for it, unable to haul it in, but great effort made that time.
Looking for
Just
Stein.
Incomplete there to Dalton Stein.
Yeah, Stein was sprawling for the football, unable to come up with it. So, again, but you mentioned it. Just a relentless pressure from the Lobos, and Mitchell was running for everything there. So it is a fourth down, 5:51 to play before halftime, and it's all Lobos.
Yeah, Zach Lolam able to get in quickly there along with Wyatt Waite on that defensive front. And Lane Braun, he's had a nice night defensively on that right edge, too.
Really has. Really
setting
has.
things off.
Yep, absolutely. It's been a very, very active night for number 40.
Punt formation for the Spartans. Snap back. Here comes the kick. And Koenig with a high punt will come up. And, who did it hit?
Oh, Jake, it hit Zyler Carlson square in the dome.
And there the flags come out.
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody yelling Peter, and that's what you got to call. You got to yell Peter when the ball's flying in the air and you got people around that punt. But hit Zyler Carlson's helmet.
Well, it hit him on the fly there, just like a...
Well, he was going in for a tackle. Yeah, he just...
Yeah, he was watching the returner. The returner was coming down in a slide to try and, basket catch it.
Yep.
And, just hit Carlson on the top of the dome, as he said. And so that will be either... catch interference will be the call.
Yeah, because he was not looking at the football at all, which in that position, you're not going to do that. But yes, an interference penalty is what is going to be dialed up on the Spartans there.
So it will be Lobos taking the ball over again here. 5:34 to go in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Also see some new faces in here as Dylan Reamer comes in on defense for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Got Jack Thompson out there, Dalton Stein, Landon Koenig, Hayden Hushka's on that defensive line. Zyler Carlson, Andrew Corey out there. And the ball is going to be marked up to the 50, where Lobos take over. Whistles here before I think they're just getting everyone set there, making sure everyone's in the correct places, but now Coach wants to come over and talk to the officials. What's going on?
I don't know, Jake, but I do know the conditions down here in the field very, very calm now. The wind is basically non-existent, and that's causing it to be a little crisp here with that whistle sound coming through the mic real loud.
It is. Send a man in motion. That's Mart on that jet sweep. He'll take it around the edge, gets by. Reamer now being tracked down by Cody Reamer, and he will drag him down from behind at the 30. And Tate Mart will take the carry for the first down and up to the 29, 30-yard line. Where are they going to mark him out at?
Well, let's see. Looks like...
Going to mark him at the 29.
Yep.
So a 21-yard gain. First down for LaMoure-Litchville Marion.
Hey, LaMoure County Sheriff Office representation here tonight.
Yeah. And it will be Corbin Potts back in at quarterback, doing some rotation here in this first half between Potts and Hansen. Potts back to pass, looking here, being pressured off the side, throws a deep pass down the left side, looking for his receiver, caught by Charlie Bowman, and he catches it for the touchdown. 30-yard touchdown pass. That's 4 touchdown passes by Corbin Potts here in this first half as, again, Charlie Bowman able to make the touchdown catch, and we're going to go for 2. LaMoure-Litchville Marion leading now 56-0, 4:43 to go in this first half.
Well, bad news for Spartan fans is going to be the injury situation to Owen Zerfus. He ain't coming back tonight, that's for sure.
Here's a turn and a give, and inside handoff carry is in for the 2-point conversion. That time as Wendell gets it in, and it will be on your Steel Seed scoreboard, 58-0. LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos leading the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
2-point conversion run good, makes it 58-0. 5 touchdowns through the air for Corbin Potts in the first half. One of 8. Right? Yep, 8 touchdowns scored. 6 through the air. Potts with 5. Hansen has 1 touchdown pass, and Brett Wendell has 2 touchdowns on the ground for Litchville Marion. And they lead here as, well, Kevin, you were talking there before the break there. Some injury situation here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. We'll get to you after this upcoming kickoff here from Anthony Hansen. He has it teed up there. The whistle just came right as I was about to send it down to you. So keeping it here now as Tyler Carlson, Cody Reamer back to receive, and the line drive kick over the head, and we'll see if this goes into the end zone. It will not, have to be picked up at the 1-yard line. Carlson, he breaks it up the left side, cuts back inside. Now he's on the feet, still on the feet. He's got room to run to the 45, up to the 50. He's got a long way to go. Anthony Hansen trying to track him down. Carlson up ahead to the 20, down the right sideline, inside, and he's in for the score. A 99-yard touchdown kick return. Zyler Carlson. Woo! What a run that time!
Hey, man, we've talked about it. It doesn't matter. The scoreboard does not matter at this stage, okay? What matters is a play happened, and they took advantage of it. And that's fantastic. And Zyler Carlson deserves a break. Now, likely won't get much of a break, but he deserves one. 99 yards. Heck of a return, and there's life here on the sidelines of the Spartans. And want to play. They want to play, and that's worth something, Jake. I don't care what anybody says. That's worth something in the game of football because there are a lot of kids, a lot of teams that aren't playing football right now, and the Spartans took advantage of a play because they're still playing the game.
We're either going running clock or someone forgot to hit the stop button on the scoreboard here. We are going running clock? Okay, we will go running clock here.
That would probably be a good idea.
Going for 2 with the wishbone formation for Braden Mitchell. He will roll out to his right side looking to pass, and it is in for the 2-point conversion. Completes it in the right flat there. That is Koenig able to get the 2-point conversion catch. And Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page on the board, trailing 58-8, 3:02 to go in this first half on your Steel Seed scoreboard.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com.
58-8 after a 99-yard kickoff return for Zyler Carlson. A line drive kick over his head. Thought it might go in the end zone for a touchback. Instead picks it up and brings it back to the house. Good blocking, staying with it on essentially a busted play. Made some good cuts, broke out a couple tackles, and then the foot race to the end zone. Carlson gets in. Spartans on the board, trailing 58-8. Kevin, down the sideline again. Well, let's finally go down to you there. You were talking some injury updates.
Yeah, well, Owen Zerfus, it's his right elbow, and it's what it sounds like in talking with a couple of his teammates is this is a re-aggravated injury of the elbow that he suffered last basketball season. Elbow swelled up pretty good. They've got a lot of fluid in it, so he's getting tended to right now by, Mom's over there too, but mix that in with the volunteer EMS service, and they're working on him pretty good, and Owen's got a really good attitude. he's handling it pretty good right now, but definitely not coming back today.
Ushka with the kickoff. It'll be picked up, fielded by Andrew Hoff. The senior up back, brings it up to the middle of the field, brought down. Juliuson and Braun in on the tackle for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and the Lobos take over with the ball here on the 38-yard line. 2:42 to go, first half running clock.
Hey, and we got a kid in the field. Check out the far end zone here on the west side. Just camping out in the end zone.
He wants a good view of the play.
Dad says, hey, come on now. Let's get out of here.
I just want to see it, Dad. Come on, man.
Dad, come on.
Yeah, Lobos under center will be in at quarterback will be Max Musland.
Lost it right out of the gates, Jake, right out of the hands. He was trying to make a handoff to a Braden Steffes, but of course lost a handle, so a fumble there. And like you mentioned, the running clock is going to be the factor here as we'll be approaching halftime shortly.
And we'll, I'm sure, interesting conversations coming up with coaches at the half.
No doubt about it.
As Musland comes up again, he'll be under center. I formation behind him. And he will give to the second man through, running into a wall, then trying to find room, get back, and the carry there, that looks like, is that 25, Lucas Hoff?
That would be correct, yes. Wanted to share this too, Jake. So when you come to the second team levels of both of these squads, right, one thing that is noticeable too in the region is that there's a lack of junior varsity games being played, not just because of COVID, but because of, as far as team depth is concerned, we got a Hankinson that's got 13, 14 kids, and Richland with up to 16 kids. So limited roster size. A lot of these guys, this is the action that they're going to need because they're just not used to getting the time here with that normal JV week schedule.
Hoff will be again deep back. I believe Braden Steff is the fullback there, number 33. Back to pass, looking to dump it off into the flat, and it's caught by Steffes. He'll roll it up to the 44-yard line. Bring up a gain of 5 there, less than a minute to go here in this first half.
Gotta say, nice group of Spartan fans that made the trek here to LaMoure, and then of course on this sideline too with Tri-State coaching staff and Mayport CG, some players and coaches that also made the trek to see the Lobos in action for certain and catch some Friday Night Lights on a week off. But so now an update on Zerfus too. He's got the pads off, so he's getting more attention. But that elbow, plenty of ice. They're working on wrapping it up and limiting that swelling there. Unfortunate there for Owen, and unfortunate for the Spartans is the Lobos will bring in the punt team for the first time tonight.
Fourth down, Anthony Hansen is your punter. 18 seconds left. They're letting the clock tick. Tyler Carlson back to receive. High punt and nearly blocked. It will bounce and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 6 seconds left on the clock here before we hit halftime here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
They'll get one more play, and halftime is going to be here for these two teams. And obviously, a Friday Night Lights that is not going the way of the Spartans, but fresh off that 99-yard kick return, we'll see if the Spartans can turn some positivity on a sour first half of football. Flip side, it's been a heck of a first half for the Lobos.
Yes, it has.
Depends on which side of the field you're playing on here tonight to how you're feeling about this one, but it's been a show by LaMoure-Litchville Marion, no question.
And it will be coming out under center. Braden Mitchell will have Brooks Braun, the lone back, in the backfield with them. Send Thompson and Carlson out wide right. Mitchell rolling out, just two-man pressure. He's going to chuck it as deep as he can down to the middle of the field. It's picked off. Colton Ness on the run. He brings it up the right side, sees a wall of white, tries to cut back, still on his feet, gets a block, gets out of it, still on his feet, and in for the score with the interception return at the end of half. Colton Ness picks it off, returns it, and the Lobos extend that lead. What a return that time for Colton Ness. The interception return for the touchdown, and going to extend the lead out here. And we're going to go for two here for the Lobos.
Just going to say, we're all kind of like moving into halftime mode, but they do have to attempt the extra point. And it's not the end of the game, so they do have to do that. Which, and you saw this, Jake, with the Stephon Diggs Miracle Minneapolis. Doesn't matter if it's a walk-off win or not. You score a touchdown, you have to go for two or an extra point.
Musland will be there to hand it off. Gives it off to Steffes. He's walled up there at the line of scrimmage. 2-point run fails. And that will be it going to halftime. Score of 64-8. There with LaMoure-Litchville Marion on top here on your Steel Seed scoreboard.
And we'll talk to Larry after halftime. I'm going to let him talk to his guys after that one.
All right, well, then we'll head to your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report after this on yourliveevent.com.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
Your halftime show presented by Christian Brothers Auto Group. You can find your next new or pre-owned vehicle at their showrooms in Finley, Mayville, or Cooperstown in North Dakota, or Crookston and Fertile, Minnesota. Shop their inventory online. Visit ChristianCarsOnline.com. Christian Brothers Auto Group here to help you purchase your next vehicle or to service your current one. At website, go online, ChristianCarsOnline.com. Well, all Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion in the first half as they score on 8 of their 9 possessions. And they had an interception return on defense as well. They lead 64-8. Colton Ness with the first half, 3 catches for 154 yards, 3 touchdowns on offense. He has an interception return on defense. Brett Wendell has 2 touchdowns rushing to go with his 100 plus yards in this one. And Corbin Potts with 5 touchdowns on 6 completions, 6 attempts for him. As the Lobos jumped up early, the Spartans did get on the board with an kickoff return touchdown from Zyler Carlson, the first special teams score of the year for the Spartans. 2-point was good there. 64-8 is your first half score. And all Lobos in the first half. We'll finish adding up some stats, get you some second half or first half stats and some second half preview with the head coaches coming up when we return on your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report.
The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Hope-Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope-Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope-Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
We know agriculture, and we know ag lending. Citizen State Bank has competitive rates, and you can get the best loan to keep your farm running smooth. Whether it's land, crops, livestock, or machinery, Citizen State Bank has lenders to help you find the best loan with the best rate in Finley, Cooperstown, and Northwood. For more information, visit us online at csbfinley.com. Member FDIC.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
Well, everyone getting in some Friday Night Lights tonight as we have the youth flag football entertaining us at halftime for...
Jake, I got to tell you, you just called it during the break? That little girl just went around the corner for a big-time score. Did you see how fast she was?
It was like a missile.
Holy cow. Well, just like the... Oh, my gosh, you led me into this perfect conversation about the missile in LaMoure.
Hey, take it. I got a couple more stats, Dad, so go ahead, take it.
Well, actually, I'd like your stats first, and then okay, never mind. We'll talk about the missile in the second half. I'm going to get ready for a coach. You give stats.
All right. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page in the first half, Cody Reamer, 5 carries, 10 yards. Zyler Carlson, 2 carries for a yard. Owen Zerfus with 4 carries for -5 yards. And Brooks Braun, 1 carry for 1 yard. 12 carries, 7 yards in the first half for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They were 311 passing for 32 yards, 39 yards of total offense, had 4 turnovers in the first half, 3 interceptions, 1 fumble, completions of 14 yards to Dalton Sign, and 2 catches totaling 18 yards for Zyler Carlson. Owen Zerfus with 22 yards on 2 of 5 passing. Braden Mitchell with 10 yards on 1 of 6 passing here in the first half for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. 39 yards total offense, 4 turnovers, had 2 first downs, 1 penalty for 15 yards. For LaMoure-Litchville Marion, the Lobos had Brett Wendell on the ground with 96 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Garrett Hebel, 1 carry for 2 yards. Anthony Hansen, 1 carry for 3 yards. Tate Mart with 1 carry for 21 yards. Lucas Hoff, 1 carry for 2 yards, and 1 carry for -1 yard by Max Muslin. Total of 123 yards on the ground on the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 carries. Through the air, they were combined 8 of 8 passing, 6 of 6 and 5 touchdowns through the air for Corbin Potts. 9 of 9 through the air. Anthony Hansen, 2 for 2, 1 touchdown, and it was Max Muslin with 1 completion of 5 yards. Colton Ness with 154 yards, 3 touchdowns on 3 catches. Braden Steffes with a 1 catch, 5 yards. Brett Wendell, 1 catch, 13 yards. Charlie Bowman, 1 catch, 30 yards and a touchdown. Tate Mart, 1 catch, 48 yards and a touchdown. 2 catches totaling 48 yards and a touchdown for Garrett Hebel. There is added all up, that's a 154, 59, 69, 72, 202, 298 yards passing. 303 yards passing in the first half. 424 total offense, no turnovers. They scored on all but 1 of their first half possessions, and they also had a defensive interception return for a touchdown as well. It's your first half stats. There is Kevin Cookman standing by on the field. He's got halftime coach's comments here. Coach DeLabarra for LaMoure-Litchville Marion.
That's right, Jake and Coach. Whale of a first half for the Lobos. You got going through the air, and offensively things were clicking. You were able to pretty much do what you wanted, and the guys just executed really well.
Yeah, I think that goes back to, again, what we preached before the game was, control what we control, do what we do, and do what we do best. And I think if we can run the ball, we find areas that we can throw the ball, and just having the guys there that can execute and make the plays.
Well, for the second half, I know we're going to have the clock rolling and different things like that. Second half for the guys, what would you like to see out of your boys? Because I'm sure you're going to execute some of that depth.
Absolutely. I think to start second half here, we'll keep our starters in just to keep that feeling of, hey, this is our next game. We got to start the second half. So 1 series of that, and then we'll get some of those young guys in, and it'll be good to get those guys some reps because this is a good experience for them on a Friday night.
Well, no doubt, and we're just watching. This is you're just mentioning that with the youth flag football, 1 of 2 nights for them to come out, and they're having fun. They're under the lights. They'll remember this forever.
Hey, they love it, and these young kids don't always get opportunities to do something like this. So for them to get out here, put a jersey on, throw a football around, and run around, get their parents out, it's a great atmosphere.
And a great crowd here tonight in attendance too. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck. We'll catch up afterwards.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you. You got that head coach Andy DeLabarre. He is the head coach of the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion. And Jake, the Lobos came to play in the first half.
They did. Let's look at the second half when we come back with more of your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Here's a message from Chad Albert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Albert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
New trades at Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Theta include this 32-foot Summers disc chisel, one owner machine priced at $32,000. Also a 44-foot Summers disc, excellent condition, priced at $29,000. The newly traded 04 Case IH 375 quad track. Call Chuck or Neil for pricing on this, and only one remaining 20 model Delta track. Norman County Implement, 218-784-2961, or stop at the lot. Highway 9 North Theta, Norman County Implement. Thanks you for your business.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report. Find your next new or pre-owned vehicle at their showrooms in Finley, Mayville, or Cooperstown. Also with Fertile and Crookston, Minnesota. Shop the inventory online at ChristianCarsOnline.com. The Christian Brothers Auto Group is here to help you purchase your next vehicle or to service your current one. When they present your halftime report, here at the half, it is LaMoure-Litchville Marion leading 64-8 over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. And all Lobos in the first half. And, well, Kevin, down the field here, we're looking at the second half, and we're going to see some different things as far as, we're going to have an extended look at some other guys on both rosters.
Yeah, I would think so, and I would think that the Spartans may keep their guys in through the third quarter for sure, and start rotating in. They do a lot of rotation during the regular season. We've seen that already with maybe 1-2 guys at a time, bringing in plays or things of that nature, keeping a core of players out there, but you got to find a way to stay healthy too. That's a big thing, and of course, down Owen Zerfus already, the quarterback, and a defensive back spot, and I know that, you're down a lot in the halftime mark here, and see if we looks like Coach Fontaine is having some conversation with his team here. So we're going to let Coach Lair chat. We'll get Coach after the game, Jake, for some post-game comments. But, finding a way for the boys to be positive, dig deep, and make things happen. We are going to have running clock in the second half, so that's going to be something to note as well. So we're going to see the pace, of game move along just fine. But for the team, this is an opportunity to go out and get better under the lights. Play the game, forget about the scoreboard, and make something happen. Be positive about it because, again, you never know when that season's going to come to a close or something may come up. And just having that conversation, again, with from the Lobos, you talk about a couple of players that would have been starters on the defensive side out having to go in quarantine. Hearing about that here with a close contact.
Yeah, they just found out yesterday.
So we need to be, you just got to appreciate the moments you have, regardless of the score. So here we go, Jake. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on my best attitude for the second half.
And it will be Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartan to return the second half kickoff. Anthony Hansen, the kicker for the Lobos, as he comes out. I believe he'll be kicking off. We might have a change there. No, yeah, he's there. Ready to kick it off here with Zyler Carlson, Cody Reamer back deep to receive. There with Dylan Reamer. Dalton Stein there as the upbacks, along with on the far side, Jack Thompson. They're in that second line of the return team. They've had a few short kicks their way. We'll see what ends up going on. Of course, Carlson had the big 99-yard kick return for a touchdown as well. They'll probably want to angle it away from him this time. Hansen has it teed up. There's a signal. Here comes the kick. The second half is underway in LaMoure. Goes to Zyler Carlson. What do I know? Here he takes it up the middle, and he swarmed that time. Led the tackle that time was 53, Dane Laban. And it will be Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page football to begin things from the 33-yard line.
Well, Coach Delabar mentioned for the Lobos that here in the second half, their first string will come out for that first possession here in the third quarter, both offensively and defensively, which is fine. Sometimes you look at that and you say, why? Why are they out there again? Well, because they're going to play more than just one game. You got to keep that. You got to keep your repetitions, Jake. Right? You got to keep that conditioning. That all plays a factor.
And they'll have a couple important games for seeding purposes coming up next with Tri-State and Mayport CG back-to-back weeks coming.
Right.
Here's a give as Braden Mitchell gives it right side to Zyler Carlson, trying to bounce it to the outside edge. Keeps getting strung out and finally pushed out. Lucas Hoff comes up and able to get him out of bounds. No gain on the play.
And it'll be a second down. Again, that clock is going to roll here in this second half. And the officials are going to chuckle about it because they're not used to that. That's not something. It's usually fourth quarter rules, but this was a decided factor here on both sides that we do this. So.
Andrew Corey, Hayden Hushka, William Erickson on the offensive line, Landon Koenig, Dalton Stein at tight ends. As Stein comes out, see Bryce Juliuson come in at the end. Cody Reamer, Braden Mitchell, Braden Mitchell now at quarterback. Right. Brooks Braun at fullback. There was Zyler Carlson, Cody Reamer, the other backs there for the Spartans. Under center, turn and the give up the gut, pile it forward, and everybody in the scrum there and whistles saying, hey, let's shut it down. That time the carry for Carlson.
Yes. Now, going to check this with you, Jake. So, we were asking earlier, and you had the knowledge, but the Lobo. What is a Lobo?
It's another name for Timberwolf.
There you go. That's why they have the logo of the Timberwolf. Really nice looking helmets.
Yeah, really nice jersey scheme, as of course you see there with the black with the white numerals outlined with the red to help them pop a little bit. Mm-hmm. You got that Timberwolf Lobo logo on the helmets there. Of course, the Spartans with their road unis, the white tops with the blue pants there with the red trim down the legs here, and the white helmets. Looking to get things going here on 3rd and 7. Zyler Carlson, the deep back in the backfield with Brooks Braun, the fullbacks, and Dylan Reamer out wide left. Mitchell hands off to Carlson. He cuts inside, then he gets swarmed up. Ball pops loose. Ball is loose.
Yeah, Will, don't call him Bill Erickson's got it, though, Jake. Have no fear.
Looks like Wyatt Wade, the second man over, came over and just kind of popped the face mask onto that football.
Yep.
And will be Spartan ball. Loss on the play, though, of 4 yards. And it's going to be a punt situation here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
And after the punt, I'll share with you knowledge of the roadside attraction we're standing next to here in LaMoure.
Oh, yeah, you real excited about that.
Well, it's time, man. We've been saving it all day.
Tate Mart back deep to receive. We do like roadside attractions.
Big time.
Landon Koenig in punt formation. Snap back. Punt is off and hangs up in the air. Bounces and gets a good Spartan bounce. Hit at the 44. Rolls down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. And that is where the Lobos will take over here. 8:23 to go in this third quarter running clock.
Well, as you know, you come to LaMoure and you don't go to the high school football field. You go to Townsend Field.
Oh, we know that?
Fantastic ballpark, right? Baseball field. Good-looking concessions. They hosted the independent the district tournament here as well, or region tournament, I guess, this summer, right? For ball, for that non-legion season, right? Well, the Lobos play their home games here at Townsend Field right next to the Missile, which we'll talk about more in just a moment.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Lobos have it under center. Will be Musland. He'll turn, give off to the deep man through. Hit at the line of scrimmage, gets out of an ankle tackle, then finally brought down. Andrew Corey, Jack Thompson there for the Spartans to bring down the ball carrier, getting up from the bottom of the pile, double checking that is, yes it is, there Lucas Hoff.
The community of LaMoure was home to Senator Milton R. Young, who as a farmer was selected by his peers to speak their voice in the halls of democracy in North Dakota and the nation as a senator, and he served the people well in his community and was a proud senator, was known to the world as Mr. Wheat. Tell you more in a moment.
Blaze Isaacson split out wide to the left side. Turn gives second man through. Big hole on that left side. Finally wrestled down. First down up ahead to the 41-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play that time again for Lucas Hoff.
So as a gift to the community and to the LaMoure Lions in 1974, the symbol of freedom, the missile, was given. Now, it's a deactivated missile, Jake. It's part of the weapons system 133rd Minutemen, with the type and model being the LCM-30. It was placed along with many along the northern North Dakota border to protect against the Cold War.
Thanks for pointing out it was deactivated.
Well, that's what it says.
Muslin turns, gives it off to Hoff. He's hit there at the line of scrimmage. Brooks, Braun, Zeiler, Carlson, Dalton Stein defensively able to stonewall him. No gain on the carry. It brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, the missile stands roadside on what used to be the old LaMoure Lions Club. It's now the center field, and there's a nice motel lit up here, Jake.
Is it a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn?
It might be. Here's some missile specs. It is operational. Maybe deactivated, but it's operational. It weighs 72,000 pounds.
You're having too much fun with this.
I can't believe it. It's right there.
2nd and 10. Lobos up to the line of scrimmage. Muslin, the quarterback, third-string quarterback in under center. He'll turn, play action, fired off into the right flat. Is caught down there on the right side, and that looks like it's Carter Bowman. Carter Bowman comes out and does get the first down. Did the ball pop out at the end there? They say it is still Lobo football.
It did. It popped out right by second base. Now, another thing about this missile is that it would travel 8,000 miles if set off at a rate of 15,000 miles an hour. That's Mach 22 plus.
That's faster than some of us get into the buffet.
It's about 58 feet tall. Stage 3 solid propellant power system on that bad boy. Check it out, Highway 13.
Here's a give up the middle and busting through into the second level, into the third level, and being tripped up. Touchdown saving tackle that made as Lucas Hoff gets it down to the 29-yard line. Another big gain, 16 on that play. Doubles his rushing total up to 32 yards.
Well, we're seeing a very good, solid second string from the Lobos, and the Lobos second string has seen quite a bit of action thus far this season, as you have noted there on the statistics. So they're finding a way here against much of the rotational guys here for the Spartans now defensively.
I formation, receiver to the right side. Muslin turns, hands it off to Hoff, straight up the gut, and brought down, tackled.
Liam Satcham in on the stop that time.
Liam Satcham, yep, in there for the stop, and move it up, gain of 5.
4:25 as the clock rolls here in the third quarter. Lobos controlling the football game here against the Spartans. The Spartans have really held their heads high, though, Jake. I admire their playing and the sportsmanship they're playing with here this evening.
Dustin Ketterling comes out, wide receiver left side for the Lobos. Under center, Muslin will hand it off. Hoff totes the rock up the gut. Short gain, 1 yard, brings up third down here for the Lobos.
Lobos pushing forward. You talk about some of the second string guys, too. But Dane Laban is one that we've seen on special teams and in the game, along with Ryder Wendell. Ryder's freshman. And I don't have weights and heights. Maybe you do, Jake.
I do on the one, yeah.
Yeah. 52, Ryder Wendell, what do they have as him?
Ryder Wendell, the 5'9", 170-pound freshman.
Pretty good size.
Yes, he is. Play action, rolls out to the right side, look to dump it off in the flat, and a 100 grab. Wow, what a catch by Bowman. Again, making the catch, Carter Bowman, the freshman, and reaching out one end, got those gloves on, I guess, to help haul it in. Brings up a first down now on the completion.
Yeah, terrific catch. Dylan Reamer there to bring him down as they tiptoed the Agrolime dirt there on the far sideline.
And 1st and 10 now to the 13. Gain on the play of 9 for the Lobos. High formation, turn, hand it off, hit in the backfield, and brought down, no gain, is Lucas Hoff. Here with 2:45 to go in this third quarter. Juliuson makes a stop here. He's out there. Koenig is still on there. Dylan Reamer in on defense. Here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Brooks Braun out there,
Stein,
too.
Brooks Braun.
Braden Mitchell out there as well. We've got Liam Setram and Dylan Reamer on the field.
Looks like Trevor Thompson out
That's
there.
correct.
Zyler Carlson.
You said Stein. Yep, he's out there too.
Here's a pitch play to the left side, trying to get around the corner, and Dylan Reamer comes up, makes the stop.
Great open field tackle. Jake did a nice job wrapping up around the hips and brings down the ball carrier. So nice tackle by Reamer.
Yeah, wrap him up, drive through a little bit, and hold on there. Bring him down. Gain of 2 brings up third down. Third down, and we'll call it 6.
Yeah, third and 6 is what it'll be.
Yeah.
Ball at about the 10-yard line here. Bottom of the screen.
Receiver wide at the top of the screen. Musselland under center. I formation. He gives the pitch to the right side. Hoff trying to get around that edge. Cuts back inside. He's hit by Satram. And...
yeah, it's going to be close. They're going to put him at the 4. You got to get just past the 4-yard line for a first down. I'm right on top of the chain gang here. These guys have been working real hard tonight up and down the field.
So, be 4th down and about a yard. Just under a yard.
A strong yard, actually.
Okay.
Well, from the nose of the ball, you're right.
Yeah, maybe a scant yard.
Scant, sure.
Yeah. I know my baking terms.
Nice work.
That's right. Musselland under center, has Hoff the deep back in the backfield. White's out, now turns, gives, Hoff gets off a tackle in the backfield, into the end zone, touchdown, good.
He just sliced right in there, Jake. He kind of went through like a missile and just shot through.
Lucas Hoff gets in for the touchdown from 4 yards out. And with 48 seconds left in this third quarter, he will score the touchdown. They'll go for the 2-point conversion now, leading now 70-8 back-to-back weeks that they put 70 up on the scoreboard.
That's a lot of points. And, just a very, very well-executed football team. They can score. And Coach Fontaine just telling the guys, hey, guys, you got to button it up. You got to play tough. Come on now.
Going for the 2-point conversion and taking their time here, see if this will drag down the running clock in that third quarter. But it will be under center. Musselland barks it out, turns, hands off, and the give this time will be to Braden Steffes, and he will not get in for the 2-point conversion. So right before we end the third quarter, 70-8 our score. The Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion leading over the Spartans of Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. 0% interest, 0 payments for 120 days on all precision planting equipment. Save your cash flow, book your planter upgrades today with an additional 20% discount on shop labor and trucking. Pay this year or next. No payments, no interest for 120 days on approved credit. Call RDK Enterprises 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
70-8 the score on the Steel Seed scoreboard. Contact Chad Elbert at 701-866-2972. It is Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page ready to receive this kick with 3 seconds left before. Oh no, they just went to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was a smart decision.
3 seconds left. They just said, "Let's go to the fourth."
Yeah, that's one of those scenarios.
Yep.
One of those things.
So it will be Anthony Anson to tee things up now as the fourth quarter begins. Lobos up 70-8 over the Spartans. Lobos next week again with Tri-State, followed that with Mayport CG and South Border to wrap up their regular season. Meanwhile, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, big matchup with LaMoure-Litchville next week, and then at Maple Valley Enderlin and Griggs Midkota to close out the regular season.
And go ahead and we'll talk after
Here's
this.
a pooch kick picked up by Zyler Carlson, and he's hit right away at the 35-yard line. That is where he will take over. And, coming in, LaMoure-Litchville and the Spartans having the same record. So next week's game, big matchup there if you want to get that 4 seed.
No doubt. And for the Spartans, it's going to be a scenario where they got to win out.
That's the mentality they're going to have. In fact, that was the mentality that Coach had started last week, and they fought hard and battled and took one from Richland in what was a really exciting football game, much like the prior week, 2 weeks prior when they took on Tri-State in what was an awesome football game, Jake. That's one that I'll remember for a long time, just enjoyable. But for the Spartans, they got to win out and put themselves in their best possible position, depending on how things all shake loose here tonight. And of course, you just never know with COVID and with as we very well know, just again 2 on the Lobos team being a close contact, so they're out tonight. You look at that, you just never know when might be that last game or that last situation. So guys got to be ready to go, and next week they're going to need to put on the pads and get after it against the Warbirds.
Doug Greer coming out, Craig Anderson, Lane Anderson on the field for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Braden Mitchell under center. He'll turn handoff to Liam Satcham. Calvin Satcham also out there, and Liam Satcham picks up a yard.
Yeah, nice run there by Satcham, pushing forward, and the Spartans will shuffle in. We see Connor Dahl checking in and subbing in on the play there. Bobby Bergfield checks out. Also checking out is Calvin Satcham, and checking in is Bryce Julison. The players shuffle in and shuffle out here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. 10:30 to play.
You see Ryder Wendell, Dane LeBon out there defensively for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Max Muslin in at a safety. Here, see if they can turn a couple jerseys. Looks like Braden Steffes at a linebacker there, trying to get those numbers out there. Under center, Mitchell. He will turn, give the pitch play right side. Liam Satcham trying to get outside, tried to cut back in. Ooh, looked like slipped in the turf.
Yeah.
Maybe that left foot kind of turned awkwardly. Looks like he's up okay.
Yep.
But loss on the play, loss of 3.
Yeah, one of those scenarios. And as we know, too, get to dark time here now, and the grass gets a little dewy. It gets a little slippery out there. Otherwise, it's been very nice. And, Jake, you talked about it, too, in the pregame when you kind of watched to see some of the dips in the field, because this is the outfield of the baseball diamond. And with that,
out there in left center field right now.
Right, and kind of between the 30s, it gets chewed up a little bit throughout the season.
Oh, yeah, especially when you're here in week 6.
Uh-huh, yep.
You're going to have that.
Junior high playing, little JV action.
Yep. So here, Braden Mitchell under center, and he'll turn, hand it off, and there to the right side, trying to break free down the rest. Flag comes out. Or was that a kid throwing a ball up in the
definitely.
air?
You saw a ball over there.
Yep.
Far side. There's some volleyballs and other things that are going on in the ball yard here. It's fun. Kids being kids.
Just stay off the track.
Don't you dare get on the track. There's no track here.
We'll bring up a 4th and 7. 7-yard gain that time there for the Spartans. And
Doug Geyer checks back in here as well for the Spartans.
Yeah, and here, you know what? Hey, go for it on 4th down. Yeah, you're in territory, but you got nothing to lose. Let's see how the offense executes.
Can't hold anything back.
See Dylan Reamer in as well. He'll be in the backfield as a fullback position in front of Liam Satcham. Mitchell under center, back to pass. Satcham picks up the blitz, throws right side. It is low, and it is
not going to be close. Incomplete. Julison was the intended target that time, and ball came out a little low that time too, Jake, so Julison was in trouble trying to snag that one, but he delivered it in the right direction, in the right area, just was a little low.
With 8:17 to go here in the 4th quarter and running clock. Spartans take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 8:17 to go, 4th quarter. 70-8 the score on your Steel Seed scoreboard. Lobos lead the Spartans on yourliveevent.com.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
Out of the timeout. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page getting everyone set to go here in this 4th quarter defensively.
Got a Brooks and Dunn concert all of a sudden here, it seems like.
Well, I know Brooks Braun's out there. I don't know about any Dunns.
Yeah, apparently
Here's
not.
the turn, give off to Steffes, and Steffes up the left side. He's dragging defenders with us. And Braden Steffes for LaMoure-Litchville Marion takes it all the way from the 39, and they're going to mark him down at the 21, 18 yards for the fresh sophomore.
Yeah, Lane Anderson, Calvin Satram in on the stop that time for the Spartans.
Our first down for LaMoure-Litchville Marion.
Should take a look at this missile. Under the moonlight now.
Muslin turns, gives it to Steffes again, off the left side, again carrying forward for good yardage. Mark him down about a 6-yard gain that time.
Waxing Gibbous close to half moon stage, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Thank you for the astronomical update.
Again,
the
it's
lunar update. I don't know what it's
lunar
called.
update. It's available for sponsorship here on yourliveevent.com.
Well, the moon's behind us. We can't get the camera on it.
That's what I'm saying. It's right on top of the. It's on top of the missile. Yeah. Great view.
Muslin under center for the Lobos. Knocking on the door here, and they'll turn handoff right side, lower the shoulder with a stiff arm, and Dylan Reamer comes up, makes the stop, joined that time by his teammate, looked like Julius in there to help bring him down.
Braden Steffes, heck of a stiff arm that time right there.
So, ball marked at the 12-yard line. 3-yard gain that time for Steffes. Got 27 yards on 3 carries here this drive. He again dots the I in the I formation with his fullback Lucas Hoff in front of him. They've swapped positions there. Fullback, running back, give him to the right side, and down near the 5. He gets down to the 4-yard line. 8 yards and a first down for Steffes.
Yeah, just 3, 4, 5, 6 yards in a cloud of dust. Very hard-running crew, and that movement of the line of scrimmage is something that the Lobos at the top level did a very nice job of here tonight. And their second team also doing that, pushing, getting a good push right at the line.
Wyatt Waite, the center, he snaps that off and give here to the right side, and did he get in? No.
Short.
Steffes short on the carry there. Another gain down. It looks like just shy of the 1-yard line.
So, Lobos knocking on the door, trying to add to their lead here, it appears, with 5.5 to go. Townsend Field here in LaMoure.
Leading 70-8, the Lobos up on top. Again, goal to go here for the Lobos. Muslin turns, gives Steffes another carry. Through a big hole up the middle and in for the touchdown run. There is Braden Steffes gets into the end zone here tonight. 76-8, new season high points scored here for the Lobos.
Yeah, they certainly can do it. And at this stage, again, we're not worried about the score. It's just the way it is here on the board. But Spartan boys going to go out and try to put their best face on and finish out the football game here.
Under 5 minutes to go. Clock again ticks here at the running clock. Muslin will give off to Steffes on the 2-point conversion. He is stopped. Run no good. And 76-8, Lobos with the lead on your Steel Seed scoreboard. We'll return after this on yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Fourth quarter, 4:47 to go, with the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion highly likely to improve to 6-0 on the year.
I'd say so.
Again, 76-8. Spartans will fall back to 500 at 3-3. Again, 3 big games coming up for them to finish out the season, trying to sneak into that 4th spot, which is currently occupied by LaMoure-Litchville, who they play next week.
Yeah, back in action in Hope next Friday night, too.
Meanwhile, the Lobos, they got big matchups coming up for seeding purposes there with the 1-2-3 seed with Tri-State and Mayport CG coming up before they finish off with a pretty decent South Border team. Here's a kickoff and picked up by the Spartans, carried up there to the 37-yard line, and it returned that time for Liam Satcham to set them up, and let's see what the offense can do now here for the Spartans. See Carson Davis come out on offense. Bobby Bergfield back into the huddle. Out there with Craig Anderson, Dylan Reamer, Doug Geyer.
Yep, Doug Geyer. You got Liam and Calvin Satram out on the field as well.
All right.
We'll call them the Satrams.
That's probably a good thing to call them.
Yeah, it's their names.
Yeah. Braden Mitchell is leading the team here at the quarterback. And
oh, one too many.
Yeah, and officials are going to say, yeah, we're just going to.
At this stage.
Yep, we're going to let it slide. Mitchell runs a toss play here to Satcham. Liam Satcham, he's brought down, loss of the play, loss of 2 for the Spartans.
James Johnson in there right out of the gates from his linebacker spot.
So 2nd and 12. And, yeah, well, the big thing for the Spartans next week with that key game there with the, the Warhawks?
Yeah, Warbirds, excuse me, yes.
Yeah, Warbirds. Is getting healthy. They got a lot of guys that are dinged up, and right now shoulder pads off or didn't even dress for the game here today.
Yeah, and a couple that won't be back. We knew that coming into it as well, but they got to find a way to get healthy, and it's tough. And you lose Owen Zerfus. That is a tough pill to swallow. Hopefully that's something that he can return from.
Braden Mitchell in at quarterback, and he hands off in the backfield. Stopped right away, trying to cut back to the middle. Satcham again. Nothing there, no gain on the carry.
And how quickly a season can turn too, and you sort of hope that that there is some bounce back for these guys. That's all you can ask for is some bounce back, and everybody's going to have to step up, the next man up. And for Braden Mitchell, if that means his name is called as QB next week, if he's QB1 going in, he'll have a week to prepare, and it's tough to replace the type of grit and just tenacity when you have a player like Zerfus go down, but certainly something the Spartans will have to face this next week.
Well, Mitchell, we've seen certainly more so on defense so far this season, but also a little bit over the summer with some baseball action as well. He's not a bad athlete over there as a freshman, so he can certainly do some things. We'll see what they can do here with what they can do to get him comfortable if Owens Zerfus not able to go next week.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a lot of healing going on, but spirits are definitely up, and that's the thing. And it's a game, and it's a Friday night, and going to see what the Spartans can drag up, because they'll be at home and geared up to play against a Warbird team that certainly has a lot of great history in their program as well, with the co-op of Wyndmere and Lidgerwood.
1 yard carry brings up a 4th and 10. Punt scenario right now for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as Calvin Satcham off the punt, and he boots one.
Great kick.
It bounces at the 30 straight up, and it will roll and be down there by Juliuson at the 30-yard line with the punt. And will be the final minute 18 of the game here for the Lobos. We'll see how if they run it, they kneel it, or what they want to do here for 78 more seconds.
Yeah, I think you can put a little knee to the turf and call her safe. That'd be my opinion. But hey, what do I know, Jake?
Well, if we weren't on air, I'd tell you what you know.
I think there's someone listening that say, we know. Come on now. I don't need to be that politically correct, kid.
Yeah. Coming up after the game, too, stick with us. We'll have your post-game report here, grab some players, coaches' reactions, and get this one wrapped up here. We'll also talk our players of the game, our Enbridge Energy, and our RDK Precision player of the game. Here's a give up the gut, and here Lucas Hoff breaks into the second level, crosses the 50 down to the 40, and he picks up a 30-yard gain on that carry.
And, hey, they're preparing for the guys to keep going. And so, from that standpoint, the defense, guys got to be able to tackle. The game's still being played, right?
Yeah, and Hoff coming in. Didn't have let's see here. Actually, had just 7 carries coming into the game. He's got 12 now for 80 yards and a touchdown.
How about that?
He'll dot the I with Steffes the fullback in that formation, and 31 seconds left. They will take a knee. Officials will take a couple extra seconds to spot the ball.
And that'll be it.
That will be it here tonight as the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos improve to 6-0 after the 76-8 victory over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans, who fall to even at 3-3. Stay with us. We'll be back with your post-game report coming up on yourliveevent.com.
It's special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting finleyfarmerselevator.com.
Welcome into your post-game report after the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos win 76-8 over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. Your game summary, back to the first quarter. It was an explosive first quarter for LaMoure-Litchville Marion as they worked quickly with the ball a total of 3 minutes plus 4 minutes and 11 seconds in the first quarter. They scored 30 points. Colton Ness with 3 catches for 154 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Brett Wendell added a 1-yard touchdown run, and they led 30-0. Made it 58-0 after Ness caught his third touchdown. Then Garrett Hebel with a touchdown catch. Wendell with a second touchdown run, and then a Charlie Bowman touchdown catch, made it 58-0. Zyler Carlson would return the ensuing kickoff 99 yards to get on the board for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. But then at the last play of the first half, it was Colton Ness, an interception return, brought all the way back for the touchdown, was 64-8 at half. Add in 2 second-half scores of Luke Hoff from 4 yards out, Braden Steffes from 2 yards out on the ground for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, and the Lobos win 76-8 here over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. That's our game summary. We go down to the field. Kevin Kochman with our player of the game.
Absolutely, guys, that brought the energy here from Enbridge Energy, and Jake will talk all about that. First, we'll talk with sophomore Colton Ness here tonight. Colton, man, on both sides of the ball, it was your guys' night again. Talk about what's really got you guys rolling this season, because it's a full team effort.
I mean, everyone's bringing the energy to the O-line, to QBs, to running backs, everyone, wide receivers. We're all just playing our game.
Defensively, too. Interceptions, reading, you guys just seem to be kind of on a different level this season. What was put into the offseason to get you to this point?
We're all working out, getting into the weight room, and all just putting in the work, and it's paying out on the field.
With the uncertainty, you go into this year not knowing if there's going to be a football season. How has that maybe put your guys' mindset in play to be at this level?
And we just know not every game's guaranteed, so we just got to go out and play every game like it's our last.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations to you and your teammates. I know that you have high hopes and high expectations and high aspirations, so good luck in achieving those.
Thank you.
You got it. One of the guys bringing the energy here tonight, Colton Ness. We're also going to talk with Corbin Potts. Again, offensively and defensively, Corbin, it was another big night for the Lobos. What do you owe this, what do you owe the success to at this stage?
Our linemen, almost 100%. I mean, they stepped up a lot this year. From not playing at all, 2 of them, to coming, starting, and playing every rep. I mean, they've done really well this year.
Your team as a whole, I mean, it's deep. From that standpoint, it's a group that's just been sticking together, and a good mix, too, from sophomore to senior.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be good for years to come. A lot of sophomores playing, a lot of seniors playing, and I think we're pretty good this year. So
I know we talk about uncertainty, and yeah, you guys probably are sick of hearing about it, but from that standpoint, you just never know what each week is going to bring. I know that you've got a couple of big games on the horizon following this game. The Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page came in expecting a really tough ball game, and you brought it, but you look at your upcoming games, it's going to be here's mano-y-mano out there, right?
Yep. Got to play every game like it's your last, every snap like it's your last. So, I mean, 2 big games coming up. Hopefully we can get a win or 2 here.
How much fun are you having? Because, offensively, defensively, you guys are doing a bang-up job.
This is the most fun I've had in a long time. I mean, it's fun to get out here, put the pads on, and hit some kids, score some touchdowns.
Absolutely. Well, hey, I thought some of the better plays, you had a couple of nice passes, obviously, but also the interception in the ball game, too. Talk about that, going up and catching a ball and picking off by the sideline.
I haven't played defense since week 1, and I really haven't hit anybody since week 1, and a lot of fun to get back out there on defense and catch the ball a little bit.
Hey, Corbin, to you and your teammates, congrats. Good luck as this season rolls along and have fun.
Thank you.
You got it. Those guys bringing the energy, Jake, here, as we'll talk about that. But let's go to more post-game. Andy DeLaMoure is going to join us, head coach of the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. And, Coach, boys came to play, talked about it at halftime. Firing on all cylinders, offense, defense, special teams. It was a team effort tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You put it right took the words out of my mouth. So I'm very proud of our effort, the way we came out, and just played with great energy from the get-go. I think set the tempo, set the stage, and again, kind of focused on us more than our opponent. Just play at our level and do what we do best, and just keep getting better.
And the guys got better tonight. I think maybe just a couple of penalties. Otherwise, I think the first half, as a spectator, it was near perfection.
Yeah, I think we preach there's always things we can learn from, and we're going to watch film. We're going to get better. And I tell you what, 24 hours, we'll be back to 0-0 come Monday.
Well, I know that future weeks here, you've got some big matchups, and you've been scoring big. Your opponents that they're looking at here in the next couple weeks have been scoring big too. And they were in attendance here tonight, seeing some guys here from Tri-State, seeing some guys from Mayport CG. Big games coming up.
Yeah, it's great. I tell you what, it's a good feeling to know that going in these last 3 games that all 3 teams have something very big at stake, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's what you play the game for, to have moments like these next 2 weeks and what's yet to come.
As a coaching staff and as a community, you've got a good thing going. So with the uncertainty of the year, to be able to have this opportunity, it just adds that fuel to the fire.
Absolutely. Every Friday night that we can put that ball in the tee and kick it off, it's you forget everything else that's going on around you. So we just keep going week by week. We do what we can do, and we keep following guidance that comes along our way. But again, once we get out in the practice field and then on Friday nights like tonight, we can turn our heads off and just play football.
Andy, good luck to you and the boys. Congrats. Thanks for the time and the hospitality out here. Certainly a trip I'd like to make again out here to LaMoure.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope it does happen.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Yeah.
Take care. Andy DeLaMoure joining us here, head coach of the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos in their victory over Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. I know more of our post-game show continuing. I'm going to get a chance to try to catch up with Coach Fontaine.
Yeah, you run down fine, Coach. Well, I remind everyone that our Enbridge Energy player of the game here today, we talked to him there, Colton Ness for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. A reminder there that the Enbridge Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supported jobs. It's a $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota with an economic boost and bring extra county tax revenue for years to come and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. Enbridge is focused on safety, and they're ready to get to work. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. That's enbridge.com/line3.us. There with our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Colton Ness for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. While we're waiting for Coach Fontaine and the rest of the Spartans to break their post-game huddle. Let's go to our post-game stats. Here we start with the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. Running the ball, Cody Reamer, 5 carries, 10 yards. Zyler Carlson, 4 carries, 4 yards. Owen Zerfus, 4 carries, totaling negative 5 yards. Here with Brooks Braun, 1 carry for 1 yard. Liam Satcham, 6 carries, 4 yards. 1 team carry for negative 4 yards. Total of 10 yards on the ground. They had 32 yards of the air. Dalton Stein with 1 catch for 14 yards. Zyler Carlson, 2 catches totaling 18 yards. Through the air, Owen Zerfus was 2 of 5 passing with an interception. 1 of 7 passing with an interception for 10 yards for Braden Mitchell. Touchdown was a Zyler Carlson 99-yard kickoff return. That's the stats for the Spartans. Let's go down and talk with their head coach, Larry Fontaine.
All right, thanks a lot, Jake. Coach, I know that this did not go the way that the Spartans were hoping. This is one, Jake and I were joking about it, that we've had coaches in the past say, we might have to burn the tape after this one. This is one the guys got to swallow and move on from.
Yeah, we won't watch the tape on Monday. This is, we've already forgotten about it. We're going to get ready for Wyndmere on Friday, next Friday. It's a big game for us.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, how the mentality was we got to just win out. And and you want to win every game you play anyway. But tonight a setback. But for the guys, 3 games ahead, and it's 1 game at a time.
Roger, yeah, we can still finish 6-3. We knew this was going to be a tough game, but I actually thought we'd be a lot better. But we'll get them.
Injuries, I talked to the MASH unit there for a little bit. It's unfortunate you got some guys banged up. That's the game of football. Zerfus goes down with what I believe is an injury that he had suffered in basketball season.
Yeah, he's got I don't know. We'll look at it on Monday. Mm-hmm. It might be a bursitis. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
One thing that was good, though, again, I thought, is seeing Braden Mitchell do a nice job under center. He did a nice job in leading.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. He's only a 9th grader, He'll get better. It's a tough game for us all, but he'll get better.
No doubt. So hopefully everybody can heal up a little bit. Next week we'll get after it and put this one behind us, and we'll see you in Hope against LaMoure-Litchville.
Roger, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Coach. That again, Larry Fontaine, head coach, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. As always, do appreciate Coach Fontaine and appreciate all the coaches, student athletes that join us in the pregame, postgame conversations. Win or lose, certainly something we take pride in as well with yourliveevent.com.
Yeah, we certainly do. And, Kevin, thanks for your efforts down the field. We'll let you come back up here, maybe away from a couple of those skeeters flying around down there. Well, we got the final stats for the Spartans. Let's give you the final stats here for the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion as well. Brett Wendell running the ball, 10 carries, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Garrett Hebel had 1 carry for 2 yards. Anthony Hansen, 1 carry for 3 yards. Braden Steffes totaling 5 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. Tate Mart with 1 carry for 21 yards. Lucas Hoff with 12 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Max Muslin with 1 carry for negative 1 yard. That's 240 yards total offense on the ground for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Receiving the ball, or let's say through the air first, Corbin Potts was 6 of 6 passing, 203 yards, 5 touchdowns. Anthony Hansen was 2 of 2 passing for 92 yards and a touchdown. And it was Max Muslin, 3 of 3 passing for 27 yards in the game. Total of 322 yards through the air, divvied out between 7 receivers. Colton Ness with the big game, 3 catches, 154, 3 touchdowns. Braden Steffes, 1 catch for 5 yards. Brett Wendell, 1 catch for 13 yards. Charlie Bowman had 1 catch for 30 yards and a touchdown. Tate Mart with a 48-yard touchdown catch. Garrett Hebel with 2 catches for 48 yards and a touchdown. And Carter Bowman with 2 catches totaling 22 yards. Also had a defensive interception return by Colton Ness for a score as well. 240 on the ground, 322 through the air, 567 yards. Total offense, they did not turn the ball over. Called for just 2 penalties in the game as well. That's our final stats here for the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, as we got our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the game coming up. When you're thinking about upgrading your planter, visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. To learn about available rebates and financing, visit RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. Precision play here tonight was the 99-yard kickoff return by Zyler Carlson. Late in the first half, trailing 58-0. The kick goes over the head, but good job for the return team to stay with the blocks, keep finding your blocks, break a couple tackles, and then outrun everyone basically the length of the field for the touchdown, 99 yards for Zyla Carlson on that kickoff return. That is your RDK Enterprises decision play of the game. That will wrap us up here from LaMoure as the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos pick up the victory, 76-8, our final score over the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. Next week, the Lobos have Tri-State. There is they go in that matchup, and it will be the Spartans welcoming in Winemere-Lidgerwood there in Hope next week, a game that we'll have for you with yourliveevent.com. Thanks again for watching here tonight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date on upcoming broadcasts with yourliveevent.com. Appreciate your viewership tonight. Also appreciate all the sponsors that you've seen throughout tonight's broadcast. Whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Thanks to Ryan McCullum, our cameraman, producer extraordinaire this evening. My broadcast partner, Kevin Kochman down in the field. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, saying thanks for watching yourliveevent.com. Have a great weekend.